Hello, everyone. We are still missing Malachi. It is morning. It is a very groggy morning indeed. How is everyone doing?
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds
Yes,
about right.
that is about the summary.
Oh yeah, I can actually inject more drug injectors still. I forgot about that.
And that. That's how things are going. We found more drugs. Adolf found some more floor drugs. That's how his day's going.
Were they left around by Ratskin?
Probably.
If
For all we
take them.
for all we know,
Indeed.
Raskin. For all we fucking know, Raskin could be on the fucking Void Hammer only because that place has more drugs.
I should probably get in the Roll20.
That might be a good
True.
idea. Ratskin
still
is
waiting
the
for
secret
Malachi.
dealer. Ratskin is secretly actually Sator's dealer.
Say that like it's a secret. Everybody
Hey,
knows.
we have art for like all the ships.
Yeah.
I fucking remember that when I downloaded Battlefield Gothic Armada 2, I did get screenshots of whatever ship type of the sword frigate, but I think that I deleted them because I didn't find them anywhere. Even though those screenshots were a pain in the ass to get, I needed to boot up the game like fucking 4 or 6 times. Because it kept crashing.
Oof.
Big oof.
Yeah.
I've upgraded everything. I love how my natural handwriting with a mouse looks like shitposty orc writing. Like I'm
Nice.
trying to write properly. Like I'm not spending 20 years on it, but I'm trying to write things out, and it just comes out looking like that anyway.
Boy.
It's in character.
Yeah,
It is in
it's
character.
accidentally in character. It's not like accidentally in love.
Also, if we are going to add spiky bits and the other thing to Sator's power fist, what would they do again?
Spiky bits, +1 damage. Sparkly knobs, that's the shocking effect.
I already have half of my attacks already have something like that, so I'll just take the 1 damage. I feel
You're asking
like
Gizmo to
shocking.
modify your thing. It's all or nothing, bitch.
True. Well, hopefully we can. Sator can use the off and on switch for that. In case he ever wants to have a.
You can play orcs and know what an off switch is.
True.
Oh, we know what an off switch is. It's called banging it until it doesn't work anymore.
Let me add shocking to it then. Oh boy. If I get fucking swift attack, the power fist would be really good crowd control.
Is our friend Sponge conscious?
Yeah, messaged me a minute ago.
-5 minutes.
-5 minutes.
Hello, everyone in chat, all of whom are very lovely people. I'm
Hello.
gonna stop being like, wow, we only have one person in chat, because that brings the mood down so much. And I'm already
Yeah,
too tired for this shit.
Fair.
Plus, we also have to consider the people that are watching in the future when we make it super big and everyone loves us and rewatches all of our archives for like 20,000 hours. The amount of hours needed to rewatch through all of our archives will fast forward you to the 41st millennium. Alright.
Anyway,
Yeah, let's do a summary.
But you're
last session we just shot some bugs. Tator and
Yep, that's it. Oh, hi.
oh my god, it's our boy.
Sorry
Hello.
about
It's
that.
Boy
the
is
boy,
here.
the harem master.
Yes, I fuck women. That is
Fuck women.
Yes, that is
got
my
that big dick energy.
that is my personality.
Has defining personality trait. Anyways, yeah, sorry about that. I had to go ahead and have
I'm
fun
sorry. I'm
with my
sorry.
dad.
Sorry. No, that's fluff.
God damn it.
That shots fired a bit too hard. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna delete Frisky as a character in real life.
Anyway,
Yeah. All right. So, did I miss anything?
no, we
No,
were
we
just
were just
recounting
about to
last
start the
session now.
summary. So
Good shit.
Last
ahead and take
session
it,
we just
Theodore.
shot some bugs with our big ships. Gizmek and Sator were constantly rolling like shit. So Sator completely forgot how devastating his cannons were and accidentally one-shotted what Gizmek was fighting.
yeah, you fucking kill-stealing bitch.
A scorpion trying to board Holtz, not knowing that Holtz has has infinite command points, and got shreked.
Yeah. He tried to flee, but Holtz pulled it back in.
Duncan, shut your shut.
I'm not even talking, bitch. Also, I'm GM now.
All right. Shut up, GM. There.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
I
And
am
then,
the captain
and then
now.
Malachi
all the-
didn't get hit even once because he had 3 shields up most of the time and was really far away from the bugs anyway.
and then he also set all of the bugs on fire.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I rammed into everything and probably got the most damage out of everyone, but I got to ram shit.
It was like first ram, max damage, fucking
Everything else,
Three-
failure.
yeah. That's basically how the session went for both of us. Except for when Sator had to escape the fucking gravity field of the moon.
Yeah, D100 systems simultaneously really cool and unforgiving.
And then all of the bugs just fell into the gravity well and could not escape for the life of them.
Yeah.
And thus, as I believe we are on our way to doing, assuming I haven't missed something rather integral to this entire plotline, we are on our way to the planet of Xantium, which is a war world.
Well, we finished off with you guys having a landing and then heading into a little room to meet with the Lord General.
Oh yeah,
With Lord General
I forgot
Winters.
about that. That's a good thing you remembered, Mr. GM.
Kind of my job.
Yeah.
So we landed on the planet itself for a station. I'm pretty sure that was a
you land
planet.
on the planet, coming to this fortress slash forge slash like manufactorum to see the area around it being bombarded, and then Lord General apologized for the noise and brought you into a seemingly soundproof chamber. You can still hear the explosions, but they're a lot quieter. Or like a boom rather than fucking explosions everywhere. Yeah, enough of you guys coming in there. So you like turn around, nods to all of you.
I
Well.
just like push aside the small door frame a little bit, leave a dent probably.
Yeah, you Gizmek ducks through the door. And just smashes his head and makes a hole.
Sator allowed Gizmek to go first, and then only so
You
that he has
just
to crouch
limbo
slightly
through,
less.
I would gather, you lanky bitch.
Yeah.
This is the reference art we have right now for Lord General Winters. It is not our property though. It's just an idea of it. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna take it off the screen now. Cool. He has a lot of art stored from various folks that he uses for references. And they are very good references, but they are also not our legal copyright bullshit. Yeah, well, yada yada. All right, let's move on.
Yada yada.
Yeah, you guys have come into the room. Would anybody say anything first? Are you gonna let him?
Holtz, like I'm assuming that there's like a table with like chairs
Yeah,
and shit.
it's like this nice meeting room.
Yeah, Holtz takes a seat and just awaits. Essentially gives acquiescence to the Lord General to begin speaking.
His mech leans against the wall near the door frame and is just like, "So what the girl you want?"
Well, I wanted to know what you guys wanted.
Some fun.
Like looks at Holtz, like squinting a bit. Wait, you are the rogue trader, Holt.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I hadn't had anybody describe you.
I see my reputation.
Helped out on a Dandorf and Chloral, right?
Yes, I've had business there in the past. Just like kind of like checking my nails.
Well, I would appreciate any help that you could provide here, if you would.
Looks
Well,
like it needs some
exactly-
crumping done. That's my expertise.
Pretty much, but the main problem is that I am not getting any reinforcements.
I
Expecting
see.
me to take a planet with 100,000 or so men?
Yes, I noticed that your crews up in your orbits have been depleted as of late.
Keep in mind,
Huh.
100,000 is puny numbers by Warhammer scale.
Yeah, you gotta take an entire planet.
Yeah, basically. I feel like that's small even for like a normal Earth military
Yeah.
in some ways.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
the American military is like 1 million.
That's way more than 1 million.
Yeah.
But yeah, Holtz is like, yes, what exactly has been happening that you've been depleted to such an extent?
Well, I never had a lot to begin with, and it has been a couple of years since I arrived with no reinforcement.
I see. Have you had contact with the administratum?
Of
Or
course,
the
I've been requesting reinforcements whenever I can, but well, some people who do not like me are making sure that I don't get any.
who exactly is getting in your way? If you know.
As far as I'm aware, it's a few nobles that are blocking whatever I request.
These nobles are from where?
I'm not sure exactly where they're from, but I believe that they're currently on Flucia, up in Fleas.
Can't block anything if they're dead. Let's go.
You can't just kill them, that would make it worse. Somebody else will take the place and really not like me.
Do I know anything about Flucia?
That is your homeworld.
That is not my homeworld.
What
But
is your
yeah,
homeworld then?
Felicita.
Okay, I wrote it down wrong.
It's a twin planet.
So
Felicita,
then. I
Felicita,
wrote it down.
Feliz Navidad, whatever it is.
Yeah, Felicita then is what he said. I wrote it down wrong.
Yeah. But Holt's like, interesting. I have a great deal of experience with Felicita. Do you have any? You wouldn't happen to have names, would you?
He's like, think for a second and then breathes into his data slate and pulls it out. Sorry. Second, it's been a while since I've dealt with them. Because I am a dumbass who forget to say names for things. Give me a second.
The worst thing in any GTRPG names.
Random
It's just
name
like,
generator
you know what I
gives you
mean.
20 names in a row that sound exactly alike.
Yeah. Basically, sends you a quick list of them.
Holtz pulls up his data slate as he waits for the message to download, or whatever the 40k term is for that.
It would be fucking Games Workshop like to rename what the word downloading is.
It is
Yes.
to transcribe the text, dear orc.
Yeah, the text, waiting for the text to transcribe to your slate.
Would I recognize any of these noble houses and your names?
Yeah, you are from there and did interact quite a bit with the nobility, but you have been gone a little while. So, would you roll, I reckon?
Heraldry?
Do you have heraldry?
I don't think I have herald. Let's see. Scholastic lore ledge, scholastic lore, imperial warrant, common lore imperium.
I'll say since you're from there, you could use common law imperium.
All right. -1 degree of success. Probably not.
Yeah, you recognize a couple, but like it's been a while, and yeah, you probably never really paid too much attention to the more minor noble houses. I'm not sure exactly, none of them ring a bell specifically. So you recognize the names, but you're not sure where they're from.
Well, I can assist you in making sure that these people are no longer impeding your progress in terms of getting more reinforcements.
That would be quite helpful.
However, there are a few things that I'll need from you first.
There it is. Yes, so what is it that you would need? Obviously, I'm quite short on manpower, but I have a lot of resources here.
Excellent. If you have them to spare, I'll be happy to take them off your hands. But I
If you need
believe
las guns, I have enough to equip about 6 to each soldier.
Malachi, I believe there was something that you needed from this place.
Malachi actually looks up and actually shows a bit of surprise, as well as, chipperness, just like, yes, Lord General, I've actually been searching along my path, going ahead and looking along going on a bit of an expedition. And, I'm looking in particular in what appears to be a potential weapon that may have ended up in your possession. It happens It happens to be a sword of some kind.
Well, this is the only sword that I have. He puts his hand on the hilt.
May I potentially see it for a moment?
Of course. He unbelts it and hands it over to you in the sheath.
Melka is going to go ahead and begin holding it very gently, looking at it, inspecting it, and considering that the pirate captain, he went ahead and told him that it was indeed a force sword. Would he be able to go ahead and try and attune his Psyniscience and his psychics into it?
Yeah, you can roll a Psyniscience for it.
Okay. Give me one moment. Yeah, 3.5 degrees.
You
Nice.
reach out and you bend your... you've used a force sword, you know how it works.
I own one, yes.
Yeah, so you reach out, try and do that, and yet you find a very quick, easy connection into it.
Yes.
There's definitely a force sword, and seems to have some extra things.
Oh, this is very interesting. Well, Lord General, I know this is probably a bit embarrassing, but would this potentially be offering a payment? Well, at least partial payment. I don't speak on the behalf of the captain. You see, I'm a bit of I know this would very much come in handy on our later expeditions, considering I'm quite a swordsman myself, as well as it would be going to fight against a lot of enemies of the Imperium. As Malachi goes ahead and he pulls out his inquisitorial badge.
Yeah, he definitely raises his eyes at that. Well, it was a gift from my mentor, but I have used it about twice. So, well, I suppose if you can help me with this, I could be willing to give it away.
Thank you kindly. I don't hope to force any requisitioning as most inquisitors do. So,
Yeah, and
it's
that you could just take it off me if you really wanted.
wish to make it fair. As he goes ahead and hands the sword back.
He takes it back, attaches it back on.
No fun taking things from people if you don't earn it.
From what I know, you're quite a haggler, so what other things are you requesting?
Information, actually.
Oh,
On a couple of
nothing that could be a great source of it, but I'll do what I can.
Well, let's start with things that you might potentially know about. Tell me, I have interest with the moon of Davent.
Hmm?
What do you know about that place?
Well, I know it's a place with strange gravity. It's apparently effectively eaten several ships. A bit of a ship graveyard there. I'm afraid I don't know much else. And it's not populated by anything sentient. I believe there's some rather large animals on it, but not many people really go there. Not for a long while.
I see. And I'm assuming your people have been too busy with operations here to have had any time to explore it themselves.
Yeah, it's not populated, and getting to it is not exactly easy. So, kind of leave it.
I see. So on a different note, I'm also looking to get in contact with another rogue trader that might have passed by here. Has a ship known as the Void Spear come by?
Yeah, he thinks for a minute. Oh, the ship detected it once, but it seemed like they just stopped here and then carried on. Dropped out of the warp for a couple of days and then left again. Didn't even come near us.
Did they? You did. I suppose you didn't keep track of the ship.
Not particularly. They're Imperium, so we didn't see any threat to them. I didn't show any interest in wanting to come over to us, so just let them be.
I see.
Tried to send a message to him, and he just didn't respond.
There might have been another swarm of Imperial ships that might have passed by through here recently, within the last couple of months or so.
Yeah. Yep. That was, I hesitated to call them a pirate fleet, but that's very much what they looked like. Again, didn't attack us or anything, thankfully. Likely would have been big enough to trash what ships we have. Yeah, it just seemed to form up here, use this as a rendezvous point, I would guess. Ship showed up, and then a few more. And half dozen ships or so just popped up into here to form up and then leave.
Any idea which direction they left in?
I might have to check with the Admiral.
And as for this planet itself, what exactly is going on here?
We are trying to get rid of the bugs. Trying being the main word. They are. Thankfully, it is not Tyranids. If it was, we'd be getting a lot more resources. Some kind of insectoid, too many hive-based species.
And I noticed when we were coming in that you've been bombing around your factorum.
Yes, they tunnel quite well. I had a few moments of them tunneling up inside of the fort until we realized that strong hits of the ground send shockwaves through it and disorientate them. So as long as we keep up these bombardments around the area, they can't tunnel up under us.
I see. So you're using bombardments to essentially cause earth tremors.
Yes, they live underground, so there's not much else we can use the basilisks for.
Interesting. Hmm. Well, I might be able. I make no promises, but I do have some context with the Mechanicus. I might be able to acquire some. I make no promises, but I might be able to acquire for you a few pieces of technology that will be more suitable to such a task.
I don't really need tech, I've got enough, I just need manpower.
Oh, that can be arranged too, but again, I will do what I can.
I'll
In
appreciate
the meantime, I do have business on Davent.
Yes, well, I'll see to your ships, if you wish. Again, I have a lot of resources, so I can see them done up. Don't believe your damage is too much, I think they'll be done within a week. Of course, none of you took severe damage, so you could, of course, just head off on your own if you wish.
I see no reason to charge willy-nilly into danger without a full, comprehensive repair. So yeah, we'll wait the week. You're on a war planet, Gizmek.
Yeah,
Find something to
perfect.
kill.
Let's go. No, we're talking
Apologies.
about you don't running in willy-nilly. That's after fun.
Well, if you want to stay and help out here, the bugs do try to attack every now and then, so there'll certainly be something for you to do within a few days.
I'm sure Gizmek would be happy to volunteer his services.
Well, we'll certainly find a place for you.
Yeah.
Oh, and a thing that I should mention for the rest of you. While you're here, if you see any people with extra arms or horns or tails or something, leave them be. I've gone to some measures to try and shore up the population of soldiers that I have.
Even using the mutants, I assume?
Everyone had its mutants. I needed numbers, so I gave them some guns. They've done fairly well so far.
Well, it's better than being hunted by my kin.
I understand you've been short-staffed due to a result of political ineptitude on other fronts. I will elect to ignore the employment of these mutants.
I appreciate it. They've done well they've done well, all things considered. And, not in a position to not give guns to people who are willing to use them.
Indeed.
More dog is always better.
If you need any las guns or flak armor, feel free. I have a ton.
I think we're all set on las guns for the moment.
If there's any way that I can help, do feel free to let me know. I wish you luck with Davin, and be careful approaching it. I'd recommend staying out of range and then getting in on a shuttle.
That was my intention. Some of the living ships that we fought crash landed there, so who knows what we'll find.
Well, be careful then. It is I don't know how their ships work, but it's possible they survived. Out.
Well, hopefully the wildlife took care of them.
Possibly. I don't know how dangerous it is.
Zach.
Hmm?
What actually, like, I know we were supposed to go to Davent, but like, what were we supposed to be looking for there? I forget.
Giant turtles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Giant turtle. Okay, so we're
Yeah. Let me check the map, see what she actually said. Yeah, Davind, one of the
sure.
giant turtle creatures.
Yep. Pretty sure that's supposed to do something with the base of the weapon or something.
so like, are we harvesting them or just like?
From what you know, it was basically to have one of them on your ship. And she told you what to get, not why.
Okay.
Should we?
She told you what
If
to
we are
get,
going-
not what they did.
Yep. If we're going to the plant right now, I feel like we might want to. If Gizmek is fine with it, we might want to bring Pippi along because she's good with animals.
Archie wouldn't invite
Okay,
her
yeah,
along
one-
for the fun.
One of the giant turtle creatures. Okay. Yeah, I was just I had to find it on Kargan's map. My bad.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
love how dumb that sounds out of the
It's like-
context. Like, what do we want there? A giant turtle.
oh,
Okay.
oh, we went to the moon and we found we got a giant turtle.
It's a new conspiracy theory. Giant turtles on the moon.
You see, the giant turtles are actually the Illuminati.
God damn it.
I'm not dealing with this shit.
No, they run the Illuminati. They control the
I mean,
Illuminati.
after all, Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard.
God damn.
I'm going to exterminate that fucking moon so you only have turtle soup.
Oh, technically it's a dwarf planet, not a moon. It's like Pluto.
Oh, all right. I'm getting the nukes.
Oh, boy.
Oh no. Anyway, let's go to the fucking giant turtle planet with an even bigger gravity field.
Yeah, I imagine we're supposed to like. I mean, Holtz is gonna wait to get our ships repaired, but
I would like to ask the general one last thing. Like, as they're heading me out, and Lord General, I hope you don't mind, but after this whole expedition, I may possibly be requisitioning some of your genators, if possible, for a potential side project that I'm running. If they're not doing much here.
I'm afraid that is what you have to I'll talk to him about. Well, them about. I've got a couple. I don't directly control them. The allies thing.
Yes, no worries. We'll go ahead and see to it then. Also, is Fluzitia in a completely separate system, right?
Yeah, it's the next one up.
So yeah, it won't be too much of an inconvenience to go there.
So
So it's in fleets.
Don't we need to head there anyway? Or we need to head to Saron after this, I think.
I don't have the big map. Okay.
Yep.
So Felicita is over in Fleas. You guys are here.
That'd be the next stop then. Yeah.
Davin is where you are currently, though. So you guys gonna spend a week to wait for your ships to get fixed?
I guess Malachi will go ahead and.
Oh yeah,
spend-
what was it that you asked him? Sorry, stay with other people.
About
Oh, the genie. then.
Yeah, that was me. I didn't know if Sator was.
yeah, that was Malachi.
Yeah.
Sator would ask After that, Sator would ask Malachi, what do you need generators for?
That's classified. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. My boss, he gave me a bit of inspiration. I'll go ahead and show you in time. Also, I got to prepare for a wedding, so
Well, that will be interesting.
yeah, very interesting
It'll all
wedding.
be red.
If they won't be
Not a,
occupied
if you
full time, would you
yes.
mind if after you are done with that, if they aren't occupied full time, do you mind if I also take one or two? I might also have something for them, potentially.
Malachi's gonna look at Sator up and down, kind of just I want to cut to a view of Sidicians of Malachi, seen into the warp, and Sator's soul is 75% black, with chaos tape. It's just are you sure that's a good idea?
Potentially.
I'll consider it. He's gonna walk off.
Yeah.
You talking about a wedding? I'm wondering if Gizmek knows about the concept of a best man.
No, it's not the best man. It's the biggest man.
The biggest man.
Ismek, I want you to be the biggest man. Oh, Malarkey. Okay.
I'm Malarkey.
Gizmek starts blushing.
Oh, cool! When I blush, I turn red. That means I go faster.
It's a red wedding.
It's a red wedding and it goes faster.
Yeah, we'll get
Oh,
through
God,
all
that's
the annoying grot and get straight to the food at the end.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just. Could Holtz pick up? Let's see. Could Holtz pick up like plasma guns here while we're waiting? Or?
Yeah, it was a forge. So yeah, they have a few.
Alright. I'm gonna attempt to go for like
Yeah,
a.
I'd say you could get like a squad size without needing to roll.
Oh, okay.
He has a lot of guns, not a lot of people.
Alright.
There's a surprisingly few guardsmen that want to pick the plasma guns when they have a different option.
Wow, it's almost like the plasma guns are fucking dangerous.
Yeah, people are like, oh, the plasma gun. I'll take the melter gun, please.
I mean, yeah. So we have plasma guns
After
now.
this, our goal is to go to Davin and then over to Fluitzia and back to here. Then
I don't think we need to go back. We don't need to go back to here once we take care of like, mission Felicita. We just need to like confirm. Like we have Astropass for that.
Wait, but then how are we gonna get my sword?
Yeah, you would want to come back to get the shit that he's giving you for it.
Oh, I thought I wanted that first, but
Will likely be like a quick warp trip here and then back to where we actually want to go. It's whatever.
Hold on.
You could try and get him to give you this little beforehand and trust your word.
Yeah, I mean, all right,
yeah,
Holtz.
Like
Holtz will charm.
That's what I was going for. Like for him to give us the things first
Yeah,
and use my reputation, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, roll whatever you think makes sense or how you will do it.
Well, let's see. Command, because he's a general. Charm, because he's a governor. Don't really think. Like, I have no intention of lying to him, but there's also commerce, which is just like I have.
Just bought it with a kid.
I'll roll charm. Why not? I reveal my Imperial Warrant's nature, so that's my renowned warrant. So that's plus 10.
He already knows you're a trait.
Can Malachi assist with it? Can Malachi assist with that being an inquisitorial request?
Yeah,
Let's
he
see.
can give another plus 10.
I have
Because you
peer
could just take
government.
it off him.
I have peer government, which is another plus 10. So that's plus 30 total.
You're like already almost 100.
Yeah, this is a target of 122.
Can I have the flavor of, as like, you know, Holtz is coming back to this governor, the J-Schlatt grin is like growing more and more malicious on his face with every bonus that he gets. This governor is not ready for whatever negotiation Holtz is about to throw at him.
Let's see. Do I have any other bullshit?
Any other bullshit.
Yep.
I'll say from
Sator
the
help?
situation, you can have another plus 10 because he is semi-desperate.
Can Sator give any bonus at all because he has trained charms?
Can we stop trying to just stack on the bonuses and roll the bloody dice?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
No.
I'll say, Saito, you can roll a charm to try and help.
No.
No.
If you roll bad, you might give a penalty.
I have a plus 40, so that makes it a target of 132. So
How?
I'm gonna re-roll that. Re-rolling that shit.
How did you fuck up that good? You fucked up good, boy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you ended 0.3.
You were saying about Suchnisky, you were saying about not needing them?
Wait, add a plus 10. Don't
Yeah,
forget to add a plus 10.
You want to add a
Or
degree?
do you want to use one of Sator's fucking points to use a plus 10 on it?
I'll just spend one of my fate points. I'll spend a fate point to get another degree.
So 4.8.
Dude.
It's fine, we got the bad rolls out of the way.
Hey, I still succeeded. Still got 4.8, nearly 5 degrees of success on a 90.
94.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I'll say that you'll be able to get most of it beforehand, but there will be like a little bit of like. But if you don't do it, you don't get a little bit of resources.
Oh,
Can I-
boy.
Still a little
Can-
bit. It's
Oh.
fine.
Does
Can I have the
does
sword?
Malachi get a sword since
Yeah.
Malachi can actually use it?
Yeah.
Because that'd be like the big thing.
Yeah, you get the
Yes.
sword.
Thank fuck. Okay.
Also, I want
You
to ask,
grab-
would it be possible to get a melta gun or pistol?
Yeah, a melter gun you can get, melter pistol.
What
Not really.
the fuck?
He's got
Oh.
guns.
Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna shut up now.
So, melta gun yes, melta pistol no, or
Yeah, Inferno pistols are really fucking rare. They don't casually produce those.
In this forge world, can I get like materials for my Digimelta so I can if I use it, I don't like it's not a one-time use.
I think it's like they have to recharge, and then you gotta like reload the ammo. I think charge.
Well, like I just want to have like the materials needed to recharge it. I don't know if I can at this point or not because I haven't because like I found 2.
you
But,
have
like,
2 Digimeltas.
Yeah, I would like to actually use them without like making them entirely one use.
I don't think you would have the stuff with there, but I think you can recharge them with your ship.
Okay.
These
The level of
bonuses are
bullshit
too.
that this sword has, I love it. I love it for Malachi.
I have tearing.
Tearing on a force
flame.
sword.
Crying inside.
Yeah, because
Oh, it's
reloading is
also-
extremely difficult. Yeah, I think it'd be more like you have to recharge them, and it takes a while.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't run out of ammo, but like you're gonna need like a month in between firing.
Anyway, we are going to stay here for basically a week, right?
Yeah. Holtz in the meantime will take command of like a small squad or something, and
Yeah.
just like casually, like he has like a lawn chair, like sipping a margarita, while the troops are fighting for their lives.
Yeah. And so
Shoot harder.
oh god, what is that movie called? Starship Troopers, I think.
Yeah,
I'm
that one,
doing
yeah.
my part.
Yeah. Yeah, it's effectively Starship Troopers is effectively this planet. That's what the bugs look like.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing
Oh,
my
boy.
part. I'm doing my part. Ah! He did his
That's
part.
Malachi in the background as he's running at a bug with his flaming sword. Just
Hooray!
Oh boy.
Yeah, you guys
it was-
spend a week while your ships are repaired just helping out.
I mean, yeah, and also like exploring the world for what it's worth.
Also, I'll probably fucking shop for more bionics later, but yeah, after session. Also,
do
because
they...
it's a week.
Go ahead.
Sorry, but for short, because it's a week, that also means that I get one more bionic, right?
God damn, man!
I mean, if you want to get, do you want to get some heart surgery on a war world?
No, I'll just put more drug injectors on my back.
Alright.
Yeah. If the Genies are working separately, does that mean that Malachi has to go talk with them then?
Yeah, because like then he doesn't have he does have command over them, but he can't tell them to go somewhere else. He can command them in the battle.
All right. Would you like
Oh,
to do this? Oh, go for it.
Did he contact his admiral to ask which way those pirate ships are going?
Yeah, and they left up effectively, yeah, like towards where
Towards Felicita, essentially.
yeah. But also that is just one of the destinations. There's all of them over there.
Okay.
Did we want to do the Gene Eater thing off screen, or do you want to do it now? I don't want to take up everyone's time. Is it that?
Yeah, if we don't want to take up time, you can just roll their charm. We
I
don't want to role play out the whole thing.
All right. I mean, I'm willing to, but it's just like I know that we have a session, so
Yeah, just roll your charms. You get them.
5.1.
oh nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you managed to
going to
find
bring
the. Yeah, so you kind of go in and like explain your plan, and you find a janitor who's 100% up for that. For trying that out.
Inquisitorial rights, freedom to do whatever I want. Sign me up.
Son of a
Get me the
bitch.
bloody hell out of here!
Are you
Son
going to
of a
make that
bitch,
6
I hit.
degrees?
Okay, it's like you. I want you.
Oh boy.
This should be that should be good. Damn.
Do you want to try that to make 6
You
degrees?
rolled a 10. You rolled an 18 and a 10. So we went from the 90s to the 10s.
Funny.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We
It's okay.
are
I can
very,
afford- I-
very inconsistent with our rolls.
I can afford the 90s on those command and charm rolls.
Yeah. That is the
Yeah.
advantage of having a target of 130. The only way to fail is a nat 100, and that'll still be a partial success.
Uh,
But yeah, after the week, I'll just roll a command to see how many of my people die.
Just casually.
All right.
What? Wait, what?
You do okay.
Casually just find out how many people
I'm more interested in the margaritas.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's like they already know what they're doing, and there's like a very strong defensive position. So it's,
Yeah.
it's
uh,
not too many losses.
I succeeded on the command test.
Yeah. There's a couple losses, but yeah, nothing. You do good.
Good job.
Hey, technically that's another 2 degrees. Oh no, wait, I forgot. I'm legendary, so that charm test would have done an additional 2 degrees of success.
true, true.
Yeah, that's from your reputation.
From legendary. Like, let me just grab it.
Yeah.
Any
Yep.
successful
Any successful
using
interaction
proper
skill test.
in a social challenge, any successful interaction skill test made by gain an additional 2 bonus degrees of
In
success.
combat, you have fear 1.
Yep.
Yes. So my charm would have been 5.8 degrees of success, and that command would have been 3.1.
Yeah, so he's giving you the stuff beforehand and trusting you to actually do it.
You'll tell us the stuff later because it probably doesn't matter right now.
Yeah. Well, what kind of stuff would a Hulk be wanting? You got the sword, you got the
Profit factor.
vinegar.
I mean, like the
Profit factor.
plasma rifles are nice. Probably like, I mean, how many melta guns do we have at this point?
Yes, if you want military gear, that is easy. He has a fuck ton.
Any Inferno pistols?
No, he said
Yeah.
no infernal.
Yeah.
Damn.
But Inferno pistols, like, they are rare even among Space Marines. So,
Okay.
Ooh.
like, the Blood Angels are the only ones that actually use them in any numbers.
Virus grenades.
Ooh.
What do virus?
They're like mini virus bombs, essentially. They're
What's
They're-
their rarity?
I forget. I have to pull up the rule book.
Yeah, I'm opening the book. But you had it
Oh,
open,
boy.
that's what you were saying.
Also,
I
we
just
might
remember
want
wanting virus grenades.
we might want to try to get a fucking launching from the battle fleet PDF. We might want to get some of the rockets or whatever the fuck they are called there.
What?
Uh,
You want a
goddamn
rocket?
torpedoes. Battle fleet.
You
the
don't
battle
have any.
fleet.
You don't
yeah.
have any torpedo launchers on your ships.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't need
Oh.
torpedo launchers.
Virus grenades are extremely rare.
Yeah, but they're not near unique or unique. Kappa.
Yeah, let's say you could get a handful of them. You can get like 5 total.
So like enough for 2 people essentially.
Like you can get 5 grenades.
Okay.
You can get
Well,
5.
like, most of the 5 like, and once we use those 5, they're gone.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's
They're
without
not
rolling.
mass produced. It's we have a small stockpile. You can have a handful. There you go.
All right. Well, each of us has a grenade, including Yosef, who's not here. But yeah.
Virus bomb.
Everybody gets one.
We all have one virus grenade.
I'm going to put diabetes in it.
For diabetes.
Viral
Virus.
diabetes.
Excuse me, but you're not the one who spoke to Nurgle.
Melika gets the Nurgle waifu. I have a job for you. Put everything in this grenade. God. Alright.
Let's head to the moon probably because
Yeah.
we could do a couple of things that would be more flavor.
Yeah.
And I might try.
There's not a whole lot to do on this planet.
I could
Kind of a lot of
fucking have Sator try to talk to some of the mutants and try to buy more bionics, but the bionics will be after session, and yeah.
Hey, Sator's modus operandi, more bionics, more drugs.
Yeah, you guys just spend a week there where your ships are repaired. Unfortunately, they are not restocked with people.
Yeah,
Obviously.
actually, can Sator try to make more poltergeist in the meanwhile? Polymorphine, I mean, not poltergeist, goddammit. They both start with P.
Yeah, polymorphic. Yeah.
Yeah, you can give it a go. What do you think?
Just coloristic lore.
Yeah.
Last time, because bionics are BS. There.
Nice, you managed to make a, I'd say 1 during the week.
I guess it's like 1 per success and maybe +1 per 2 degrees or something.
Yeah, would be roughly. Yeah, I'm updating the
I could try to spend a fate to get another one.
Yeah, do you want to? Do you want to try?
Always.
All right, roll your dice.
Malachi
I
stabs
barely fuck it off.
damage. Malachi
And I
stabs you for
don't get
21
it back.
damage.
No, I don't get it. Let me double check the numbers just in case. Yep.
Oh my god, I have the perfect
Big
video.
rip. Oh well. On that note, we get back into our ships that are healed up, and we say onward to Davin. But by onward to Davin, we mean onward to just outside the gravity field, where we'll take a shuttle and land.
Yep.
Yep, so you guys will come up there, get into an orbit that you could maintain for about a week before it started to decay. There is no stable orbit around this planet.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we have people to maintain.
we have enough for plenty of time, even if nobody was there to fix it.
Yeah. And we I'm gonna mention again if Gizmek wants to bring PP along or not, just in case.
Oh yeah.
Is this a high gravity world? Do we have to deal with those rules?
It is a very high gravity world.
Holtz basically can't bring anything. I don't know. Like he's wearing his power armor just for the extra strength.
Reminder of what we can bring to a high
Your
high
carrying
gravity
capacity is reduced.
All
considerably.
characters decrease their agility bonus by 2 for the purposes of movement and initiative. Addition characters subtract 4 from the total of their strength bonus and toughness bonus for the purposes of determining carrying, lifting, and pushing limits.
Oh, in
I
that
can
case,
also
even
carry
with
nothing.
It's your
even with
strength
my
plus toughness and your -4.
both of those are 0 for Holtz.
Same. Even if I had
even with power
40,
armor.
Yeah.
even if
I'm
I
not
had
doing
40
it
whatever toughness, I couldn't.
Yeah, I'm not doing it exactly because I'm not worrying about carrying capacity. But yeah, so you have like your power armor and your weapons, and so it's like, oh god.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
boy.
like I'm literally
slash
just
him.
You
carrying,
aren't
like-
built for high gravity.
I have my hell pistol and my power sword and my power armor. And the power armor is
funny
literally there
thing-
just to give me like extra
The
strength.
power armor helps; it doesn't weigh anything down.
I'm going
Yeah.
to say that whatever Sator doesn't have on him is in the fucking pocket dimension because I have that sorcery.
Yeah.
I had a quick question, Zach. Considering that Psychers, they have the ability to go ahead and manipulate gravity, I was wondering, would it be technically possible to create some form of telekinetic dome that makes normal gravity. Using psychic mastery.
So what are you trying to do?
Want to
Sir?
like make
Make
it? He wants
gravity
to make
normal
like a
around you?
dome around him that reduces the gravity.
Yeah, basically makes the gravity normal inside of the dome because there's a power that allows you to like effectively not be affected by gravity. So I wanted to combine like telekinetic dome as well as this power.
Yeah, you could do that. You would be constantly maintaining it while you're there. You could do that.
All right.
You're high enough psi rating that you could do that easily enough.
I also have a troop of walkers who are there to with like gear to trap a turtle, essentially.
They're there with net.
I mean, not like
They probably have web guns or heavy webbers or something. Actually, that would have been something to acquire for this job.
Yeah,
a heavy webber.
Just a minute.
All right.
Yep.
Alakai's not the
Hexcorn.
Yeah. Tech score and power's maintained. So Zach didn't give me any notes on this set or this part.
Quickly ask him about landing the shuttle, probably.
Actually, yeah, I can probably go ahead and do that part. Just let me swap on over. So as the flavoring of Malachi being distracted, he's happy with his sword. He's waving it like a salt spire. As yes, you guys go ahead and disembark on your fleets over to the moon of Davend. Is there still the? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go ahead and use this map. Boop. There. There are no bugs. There you go.
rip bugs.
Rip bugs.
Ripping buggy
They are. Some of them are still on Davin. I wonder if we'll find their corpses.
That's a good point. But yeah, ignore the damages and stuff. Well, actually, the damages would have been taken care of, so this one would be back up to. Yeah, I don't need to worry about this shit, man. What the fuck am I doing? All right,
It's whatever. Leave it.
So yeah, upon going ahead and making to Davend and stuff like that, you guys end up coming across this site of the moon as you come outside of its gravitational field. As the comms officers, as you guys are now aware of its gravitational field, they are keeping high alert, and Holtz, you eventually get a ping just like, "Sir, we're right outside of the field." As you guys go ahead and end up right there.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine I brought like the main party over to the Blackstone. Trusting like their crew to handle not falling into the gravity well.
Very good.
Along with like close like coordination and communication.
Yeah, and you're not going to need to roll anything or anything like that, considering it's just like, you guys are taking your time, being very careful, considering that it's here now, so don't want to accidentally fuck that up.
And we do like an equipment check, and we pile on into the Aquila.
Why do you make these things so bloody small?
Gizmek, your head is like sometimes banging against the top of the Aquilas.
It's like repeatedly banging against the top, and every time he bangs his head against the roof, he punches the roof to yell at it for hitting his head.
The cork in your head, it actually goes deeper each time you bang against the ceiling. Gizmek starts speaking Eldari randomly.
No, I just randomly start speaking Necron.
Yes, yeah. But yes,
insert Moonrune Egyptian here.
Sator is also in the fucking wall, probably worse than Gizmek.
I mean, Gizmek is by default hunched over, but he has to hunch over worse. You're just gonna like bang your head against everything pretty bad because you actually stand up straight and you're even taller than me.
Yeah.
Sator half debating using a goo form to be shorter.
Holtz is like, settle down back there. I'm about to start the shuttle up, and sits in the pilot seat. And
right.
Along with the walkers who have like heavy like chains and shit and things like that, just starts up the Aquila and starts heading down.
Okay, so you're bringing a squad of walkers, Gizmek,
Which I need to
Mel-
commit
coming
a
I am
fate
going
points.
to bring Pippi along, so I need to commit a fate point for her.
All right, I will go ahead and say that because this is a gravitational, planet, heavily gravitationally influenced, sphere, that weight may actually add some penalties into this piloting check that you're going to have to go ahead and make. Well, it would be essentially multiple piloting checks since they're getting closer to the planet. Are you all right with this, or are you guys?
I mean,
Skill challenge. Let's crash. Go.
I mean, I have to bring the walkers because like we don't have any other way of like capturing a giant turtle, do we?
Unless you want Sator to try to, unless it has low toughness and you want Sator to try to put it to sleep.
Or unless you want to try and leave the capturing of a thing alive to the orc.
Yeah,
Things
like
are,
the only other option is taking like have the walkers in another shuttle. What I guess we could do, but
I mean, hey, it's as creative as possible. Taking another shuttle may be helpful, but at the same time, that means that they have to make their own separate skill check.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's not a good option here. Like we kind of have to take it. So yeah, I mean, don't really have a choice in the matter.
I mean, per short for what would make Sator can actually reduce his weight by just putting what he doesn't need right now in the pocket dimension and take it out once they land.
It's about like the majority of people is the thing. So
Yeah,
It's not the
not about a single plasma. I mean, a single lasgun will make a difference.
yeah. Yeah, no worries. Give me one moment. I'm going ahead and grabbing a little icon to signify you guys. Which is why the fuck is it not showing up? This is fun. Okay. Fuck it. Let me go ahead and grab.
Hey, remember that once I broke a roll 20 so hard that I could see through the shadows that were supposed to be there.
That's true. Fuck it. Let's go ahead and use a very familiar friend of who's apparently going to be joining on the shuttle. This is your guys' shuttle now. Trisky.
Yeah. Oh, in the shuttle. Hi, I'm Fred. I am your shuttle.
All right. So, are you guys grabbing anything else? Or?
Manifest AI.
No, I think that's what we're grabbing.
All right. So, yes. As you guys go ahead and disembark, you begin flying the shuttle, or making your way down to the planet. And upon crossing this field, you effectively feel the very kind of shift, just boom, in the gravitational pull.
I try and turn on like the anti-inertial fields or whatever.
All right, so
as best as I can.
So for the first piloting check, since it is on the outer ring, I'm going to go ahead and ask you to give me this one's going to be a -10 piloting check.
Already a -10. Pilot. I'm assuming that it's pilot, something like that.
And I will allow the crew to assist you in like giving fate points, considering that everyone is there.
All right. Who wants to pop a fate point for me? Because I only have the one, and I want to save that for a reroll.
All right. Take one from me.
Gizmek takes one. That makes it a straight. It's a coin flip right now at 50.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try it.
And 90. Let's go.
Well, I will go ahead and say that it just means that there may okay, if you go ahead and fail, it's not going to be like an instant you lose control, you're starting to fall, you're going to die. But there may be more penalties getting closer to the planet stacking up. So it's like about getting a smoother landing. So yeah, do you want to keep this roll or do you want to
there's a good chance I can get worse. So I'm gonna keep it.
Okay.
Very high chance that it can get worse.
All right. So
there's a very high chance I can get worse.
Go roll 90.
All right, so
Yeah.
Holtz, you go ahead and begin feeling that this pull is more significant, considering that instead of actually using a normal ship, you're using a shuttle. So it's starting to pull itself almost directly towards the planet, as you see that your speed is beginning to increase as you're starting to start heading towards the planet. It's about right about here. Is you're trying to gain, you're keeping it steady as much as you can, but you feel like if you don't, well, you'll try and regain control here as you go ahead and this one would be originally it'd be a -15, but with a degree of failure, a 0.1 degree, I'm going to add it to a -20 now.
All right. Anyone want to give me any bonuses?
I'll give you a fate point if you want. Use it for the
Roll your
reroll.
1d10 too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, I gotta roll that twice.
Nope.
Nah.
All right.
have not
So that
regained
makes it a
Minus
makes it a
When
minus
you-
-10. So that
I
makes it a
forgot,
40.
when do you spend another fate point, Malachi?
With the gravitational thing, which actually might be. No, it's only a personal gravity field. I didn't know if that would affect the entire ship. So
I don't think that it's gonna affect the ship. It will more likely affect us only when we're on the planet.
yeah.
Oh.
So that's a -10 now. Did you want to have a reroll on standby just in case?
I have. Well, I mean, if you have a reroll on standby, I'll spend it. I'll spend my last fate point to make it up 5.
Okay.
I'd say
you-
just
you can't
roll
use
and
more than
maybe
one
we
fate
reroll
point
if it's
to boost
really
those
bad.
odds.
Yep. So yeah. Flat roll.
Yeah, flat roll. 4.6. Good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit. So yeah, you go ahead and as you're getting kind of being dragged closer and closer, you begin to pull upwards and actually are starting to descend rather comfortably now as you start making your way over to start making your way lower and lower to the planet. As there's you realize that there is one final stretch, but you know that you stopping at this time and being able to get more control over it is really assisting you in this landing. Now, I will go ahead and say that originally it was going to be a -20 flat roll, which if you would have failed, it would have been additional penalties. But with that +4 degrees, that -20 gets negated with 4 +5s. So that is just now a flat pilot check to go ahead and land on Davin.
All right, boys. This one's for all the marbles.
Go for it, Chief.
Crash and. All right, no, we
Nice.
live. We live for another day, boys.
I heard your mic cut out as soon as you said burn, so it just aggressive dead.
Oh boy.
But yeah, so as you go ahead and you're able to maintain this level of control that is very, very. It's very lucky that you're able, or not lucky, but it's very skilled that luckily you're a skilled pilot because normal. Yeah,
I'm the best pilot in this section of the galaxy. I'm just kidding.
take one corruption for narcissism. Never mind. Holtz would be at 100 in that case, but
True. Yeah.
Which would already be a fucking chaos prince.
So yes, as you guys are able to go ahead and manage to. It takes a little bit, but eventually goes ahead and lands with a nice steady. As you guys now being at the epicenter on Davin, you find that the gravity is really weighing on you guys down. Malachi's bubble, however, it extends about a meter out from his body. So you guys, if somebody could go ahead and stand next to him in a sense to be unaffected by this gravitational shift. However, once you go ahead and step outside that bubble, you feel yourself just being pulled down. I just want to go ahead and let you guys know that for any future combat stuff.
Yeah. Holtz will probably stand next to Malachi for at least the time being. The rest of you fuckers, good luck.
Fuck it.
All right, we all need to
Gizmek's
cuddle
actually
around my
strong enough
Malachi
to
now.
not worry about it too much.
Convene on the Malachi.
Yeah. We step out and we look around. It's a moon. It's swampy. I'm
Yes.
imagining at least.
What the PP doing though?
What the Bippy doing?
Pippi has more than enough strength to deal with this too. She probably just hops out with Gizmek, and Gizmek once again complains about hitting his head again. She just like sort of rubs him on the head. There.
Zator's gonna stay with Malachi.
Okay. So yeah.
But one last question. What is the special crew that Holmes brought along doing?
Struggling, doing their best.
They're doing their best. Yeah. Fred, of course, no. Fred has his camera, so he's going ahead and taking pictures of the moon. God, no, this is just flavor's sake. I'm not gonna go ahead and have Fred be there if you don't want him to be there,
Yeah,
Trisky.
that's fine. I don't mind Fred being along. Wow, I am on this planet now. I wonder what happened to my date.
It cuts to like PTSD flashbacks of like the numbers, Mason. What do they mean? When trying to remember the date, just like the date, Fred. What happened?
It's like the most brutal and visceral like Vietnam flashback with all sorts of numbers and shit, and then it just cuts back to Freddy. He's like, "I'm having a good day."
Kiss my ass! Ah! Yeah.
Wake up.
So yes, you guys go ahead and make it on the planet. Zach went ahead and said he gave me some scene ideas, but he gave me scene ideas too late for landing on Davin. So, all right, that's already taken care of. So I'll just leave it up to me. So yes, as you guys go ahead and I'm guessing, are you guys actually equipping yourselves in? Are you guys equipping yourself in void suits or
Holtz has his power armor.
Okay, that's a
I'm
personal
just in my
voice.
There's a
regular
void suit.
cataphract stuff.
If the voice suit does make it better, then Zator will put it on.
I forgot. I'm looking for information. Did it say that this place is an atmosphere, or does it not?
Well, I imagine that since it's a swamp, it has an atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a swamp.
It would
Okay,
literally have to have an atmosphere. So yeah.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. I went ahead and assumed that, considering that was a moon, I had a different picture of it then.
Even if the
no.
air on it is really shitty, we can all deal with that in other ways.
No worries.
A bunch of plants that can't reach that far up to the sky or are way too thick in order to be held down by the gravity.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and manage to get in your clearing, and upon finding, actually coming out and looking around, you see that the plants and fauna here are actually really, pardon my French, but they're really thick. So basically, kind of like how even though trees are a commodity, like a rare commodity in the Imperium and large, you guys have still seen them effectively on the Death Worlds, but you guys notice that the trunks are effectively like 2 to 3 times in width. Really fucking big.
I imagined it would have to be really thick vegetation in order to deal with the gravitational pull.
Yeah. Even a lot of the gravity, or even a lot of the grass is forced down onto the planet as
Damn boy, these trees are swole.
Damn boy, she thick.
She's thick.
That's one thick ass tree, boy.
Woo!
Imagine how much furniture you could get from all these trees.
Look how
As you
strong
guys-
these trees are. His mech is gonna walk
Yeah.
up to a tree and immediately attempt to cut it with his power claw.
All right. Go ahead and considering that. This is affected by weight, so I'll go ahead and give. I would say you need to actually make a weapon skill for this one because the gravity could be fucking.
I feel like it would be more of a damage to purely see how it does, but weapon skill is also fair.
Damn, I actually rolled well.
Nice.
So Gizmek, of course, he's just like, what's gravity? As he goes ahead and naturally just starts chopping into it as
Go ahead
screw
and-
gravity
flies up into the air.
spend a fate point to defy orc logic. So Yeah, as you go ahead and begin chopping it down, you notice that inside of the tree trunk seems to be rather purple in nature. This could, it seems to, seem a bit odd at first in terms of this wood. However, as I'm assuming Gizmek, being Gizmek, he chops down more trees, trying to chop down the biggest tree. You guys find that
his main actual goal here is, I wonder how strong this wood is. And he's going to see how well he can cut through it to see if it would be useful as a building material of any sort.
You would go ahead and you can go ahead and give me a. Do you have a trade craftsman? Do you have a logic that you could go ahead
survival?
And yeah, survival.
Gizmek has logic.
I have logic. I'm gonna just roll a 3.7 casually.
Nice.
3.7 casual. Okay. You go ahead and determine that with this wood, with it actually being underneath the gravity, you may actually go ahead and find different effects when it's actually released from this gravitational pull. So it may actually be, more sturdier. For inside of this on the planet, it seems to be effectively the same amount as a normal tree. However, considering that it's adapted to this over time, being pulled out of the gravitational hold, if you decide to take it with you, it may have more stronger effects, as if because it's been adapted to such harsh gravity, changes.
Right. Gizmek turns to Holtz and points at the Aquila. Can that thing carry one of these?
Can it?
You have an orc, a full squad.
And you also have to carry a turtle back.
Yeah, and the turtle.
Yeah.
I would say no. However, Sator would get the ping in his head. It's just my demi-plane might be able to fit this, if possible.
True.
Yeah.
We might take care of this later.
All right.
Yeah, I want to do it now. Gizmek continues to chop at the tree.
Okay. I turned to my walker squadron. I would have specifically brought people experienced in tracking and shit.
Okay.
So I tell them all right, we're looking for a giant turtle.
All right. So
What
you
is
go
a
ahead
turtle?
and yeah. So
What
basically, all right. So basically, what happened is that I went ahead and had them roll a bunch of skill checks to get down to the plant. They finally made it. The jungle trees are very thick in terms of gravity-wise, considering that they're constantly under pressure that they need to go and adapt. Gizmek is chopping one down, finds that the insides are actually purple in distinct coloration, and right now Holtz is talking to the Walker squad to go ahead and determine if, determining their speciality in trek.
Yeah.
Wait, the inside of the trees is purple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then Gizmek cannot see anything inside of the tree.
Oh yeah, that's
Why
right.
is the inside of this tree nothing? Why are these hollow?
It's like you look inside of the tree and you see underneath the map.
Wow, it's almost like I'm about to no-clip out of Gary's mod.
Wow, these trees are really powerful. They are hollow, yet they stand on this fucking high gravity planet.
Why the fuck would they be hollow if they're getting pressed down so much? Gizmek just turns to Malachi and is just like, Malarkey, why are they hollow inside?
Malachi just looks at the purple tree, looks back up at him, just shrugs.
Well, shit, I'm clueless.
Alright. Yeah, so they are on the planet. We didn't have, the other scene go on, but yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holtz was about to.
Yeah, Holtz was turning to his walkers to do something, I think.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
I was turning to the walkers. I brought people specifically trained in tracking from my crew. Because we're hunting for
And did you bring any NPCs?
I brought we brought Pippi.
Yep, and Gizmek did lower his fate point by 1.
And I also lowered mine by 1 for the walkers.
Pippi's got some tracking, and I think she's better at it than the walkers.
Okay.
I'll have Pippi roll and have a +10 for the walkers helping. Yeah, you guys are on this, swamp land, effectively. She's very
I don't-
thick and quite stubby.
Can Sator also help because he has a navigation surface, which might help?
I'd say they could give a +5.
Fair.
All right, so we're trying to do tracking this thing.
Plus 15
Yep.
total.
All right, what's that based on?
I think that's int.
Mm-hmm.
So 28 plus 15, so that is a success by just short of
0.5.
1.
Nice.
Yeah, so you guys start looking around. Tracks don't stay here long, unfortunately, since the marsh. Able to look around, and she starts finding some things. Be like, okay, well, if I was a giant turtle, where would I be?
All right, what,
Something,
Zach,
something nibbled on this grass here.
This might be important. Are we sure? Velvet's information is that? Did she specifically say turtle or did she say tortoise?
Zach doesn't know the difference.
Turtles. Okay, so tortoises are land, turtles are sea for the most part.
Yeah, tortoises.
It's a swamp. It would probably be like a turtle of some sort, actually.
Yeah, so yeah, it'd be a turtle adapted for life spent in water, so it'd be closer to a turtle. I was not going to be exact because it's an alien species from a planet that's not Earth, but yeah, humans count as a turtle.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because
yeah. So you guys start going around. Pippi like leading you guys along as you struggle through. I know you're not dealing with the high gravity, are you? Because Malachi's helping with that.
Well, it's those
You can
inside
help,
of
like,
a
1 or 2
1-meter
of them.
bubble.
Oh.
Yes.
So Malachi's fine. The rest of you are like fucking.
No. It extends out by like 1 meter, so they'd have to be right next to Malachi.
Yeah,
Holtz is basically like hugging onto Malachi practically.
Holtz and Sator are basically hugging Malachi.
He's breathing down his neck. Malachi feels a plasma pistol pressed against his back.
You hear the
yeah, your
Darth Vader
plasma
breathing.
pistol, or are you just happy to see me?
Malachi hears the Darth Vader sounds from behind him constantly from the power armor.
Even with the atmospheric stuff going on, Gizmek, like while we're moving slower, Gizmek and Pippi are both more than enough strength to make up for the deficit.
Oh, maybe again.
All right.
Damn.
I get to take over again. Okay. So basically, as you guys, so wait, you went ahead and said that Pippi and Gizmek are both fine.
We both have over 60 strength.
Okay, yeah.
We're Gucci.
I gotcha. So I'm guessing then. Would that mean that the walkers are the only one like slowed down if Holtz and also Sator are in this gravitational bubble that
pretty much
we're still slowed because our agility gets cut too, but as far as carrying shit, we are.
I was about to say that Sator is fucking crouched down next to Malachi basically, so that he's still in the gravitational field.
So basically, Malachi, I want you to imagine that you have both Darth Vader and Ryuk from Death Note just crowded around you.
I imagine for some reason Sator is also just looking down, looming over Malachi at the time.
I'm just imagining Sator hunched over with his hands out in that creepy way, like in the stuff he's just like, do it. Just a fucking like lanky ass Slender Man gremlin walking alongside my heart.
Oh boy. What is Sator going to become, a vampire or a Slender Man? You choose.
Yes.
Choose in the comments below.
Make bets, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway.
Yeah. So you guys go ahead and begin jumping into the forest. You guys don't see a whole lot of wildlife on this planet. However, the little that is there, you happen to see that they're quite chunky and flat. Imagine seeing a lizard, but more wide and also kind of pressed down like a pancake in a sense that's just waddling, just as well as there aren't even birds or anything like that adapted to it. So you guys begin continuing along, and event, like, are you guys going ahead and do anything along this travel? Like, anything interesting, anything that can buy me time to figure out what the fuck I'm doing?
Holtz is like so Holtz is a hive worlder.
Yeah.
And one of the things about hive worlders is that, let's see, caves.
Nature is so.
I have -5 or -10 to survival, and -5 to all int checks in places without a quote proper hab. So basically, like this planet. So I'm -5 dumber to basically everything right now.
Your blissful ignorance is, it's kind of coming into effect. It's just like, what's this? What's this?
Just like point at
Like
something,
when Gizmek was chopping down the tree, he was like, "I've never seen this before. What is this tree?"
Holt is even more confused than on Asqualia,
Yes.
and even more disgusted by everything that's around him.
Gizmek turns and looks at Holtz. He's just like, a tree is this thing. He holds up the trunk and just like drops it next to Holtz.
I
It's
see.
a plant thing that grows from the ground. It gets really big, and the stuff from it can be used to do things like make fire.
Ah, yes. So you can use this to make the fire angry.
Yeah, you can. No. This is where the angry fire sleeps.
Oh. So you have to
you
wake up the fire.
have to anger it up out of here. Let me show you. Gizmek just like leans down next to the tree and like his fucking. He pulls out like the mechadendrite, the utility mechadendrite, and just like a small lighter flicks open, and then he hits the tree, and it's just like, see right now, I'm pissing off the tree. Lights it
Doesn't
with
seem-
chest again.
It's a swamp, so I imagine it's very wet. And Holtz is just like, Doesn't seem like it's very inclined to anger.
You see, when things are wet, they tend to be pretty mellow. Like they've
Really?
already accepted that they're covered in fluid.
Really? Because this water is not making me mellow. It's actually kind of uncomfortable.
Well,
You
you
think
ain't an inanimate object, is ya?
I suppose not.
Yeah, there's your answer.
This makes sense. Very well.
This
Continue,
makes
Gizmek.
sense. I always love like
This makes sense.
between Gizmek and
Gizmek,
so good.
Gizmek, you can't forget about oil or any other fluid that is flammable. They
Oh
do
yeah,
help
there's some
the
fluids
trees
what
get
make
more
things
angry.
angrier.
God. All right. So,
Wait. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
no, please. I insist. This is fun.
It's like, so wait. Different fluids affect objects' emotions differently.
Yeah, I mean, you like having a nice shower, don't ya?
I suppose.
Yeah, you use water for that, right?
Yes.
That's a pleasant liquid. It makes you chill.
I
But
see.
would you take a shower in petroleum?
No. No, I
Yeah.
understand now. Okay.
Yeah, petroleum is really grody. Gets everywhere. Covers everything. Makes you feel all sticky. It's not nice.
I see. So that's why things burn easier when they're covered in oil.
Yeah.
God damn.
Fascinating.
I love how this is orc philosophy now. It's fucking great. Yeah, it holds
Sator is like,
God, holds
so
being the
Sator is just
xenophile.
fucking,
Just loving this.
yeah, Sator is just thinking, this is all wrong, but fuck it, I'll play along.
It's orc logic, dude. It's orc logic.
Holtz
God.
returns to his home world and expounds his newly found knowledge of the outside world to his fellow high worlders.
to the nobles.
Yeah.
The
Did you
nobles,
know
actually,
that-
the nobles actually unironically eat it up on the planet for some reason.
Did you know that petroleum is an angry liquid? Do you want to be covered in angry liquid? No? Then better send reinforcements to Xantium. God damn it. Alright. So yeah, as you guys continue, like it's about 15 minutes to probably about 25. going into this jungle. I want you guys to go ahead and give me a bit of an awareness check.
Right?
We all do an awareness check.
Yeah.
How the fuck did I succeed?
How the fuck did Holt fail?
Yeah, because I can't roll below an 80.
That's true.
Alright, Gizmek has been getting good rolls this whole session.
I have had a
Something is
good
wrong.
session for rolls for some fucking reason. I don't know why. And the
Alright,
rolls have been for
Sator
like the
isn't-
most inane and useless things, like attacking a
Sator
tree and
isn't
figuring out
high, so
what's-
he doesn't get a... Sator isn't high, so he won't get a bonus for it, but the... never mind, I don't
It
need a
doesn't
reroll.
fucking matter.
All right, so Sator and Gizmek, a little bit. Your ears go ahead and perk up as Holtz. You're too busy enjoying the things around you. Like I wouldn't assume taking notes, but just kind of getting inspired in the sense. As Sator, you begin hearing a strange, like what appears to be like a kind of like a what's kind of like
I forgot to mention. Give me a second, I forgot to mention something because this is a bit fitting. I just installed cybernetic senses hearing, so that means that I have heightened senses hearing or whatever.
So yes, with your cyber ears, you're able to go ahead and pick up past the original sounds and just hear coming from. You guys have a fucking compass, like the east of the east-west.
Well,
East-west.
Here's the thing. Here's the
Northeast.
thing.
There.
Realistically, like an orc logic would probably make it work anyway, but realistically, the way that fucking compasses work is magnetism, and on a planet with this much gravity, the
Yeah, actually,
magnetics
you're
would be
right.
Fucked.
You're right. That's right. So yeah, it's,
Sator has an internal.
Like we pull out
goddamn-
we pull out the compass, lift it up for a moment. It spins so fast that the glass on top of it breaks.
Sator
no.
does have a- Basically,
It's an omni-positive compass, so it just goes straight down. It's like an omnidirectional.
Oh, it's like
also I want to
360,
say that
just like pointing at the dirt. Go that way.
Sator does have a thingy which is basically a compass that always shows the true north.
Yeah.
So we're still good even with that anyway.
So in the northeast direction, you begin hearing this loud sort of sounds past the tree line.
I believe that what we're looking for is that way, and Sator points towards the northeast.
All right, let's go. Gizmek just starts waddling off.
Sator points his finger a bit too far from Malkai's gravity field, and it hurts like a bitch for a second.
His
Point your finger out of it, and your finger
downward.
just feels like it crushes downwards.
Oh God. So yes, it's Holtz or like are you guys just going?
Holtz just follows his crew because he just they know more about everything that's going on than he does.
Okay.
He is like probably skipping along after it being pointed out and continuing to track the thing.
All right. So upon getting out, you guys actually find a little bit of a clearing as you notice a very well. Does Holtz know what a turtle is? I'm curious. Like, does anybody not know what a turtle is? Actually, is a good question.
I mean,
Like, if it would just be like probably
there's enough legend about turtles that I think like it's kind of hard to erase that from human memory.
This is
Yeah.
like,
No worries.
considering
I'm-
it's technically a Xenos turtle, this is the only thing that made sense. Why am I so rolling well?
Gizmek knows what
I
a
feel
turtle
like
is.
I feel like Sator is enough of a fucking bookworm to know what a turtle is.
No worries. I'm more asking if if anybody would have a reason for not knowing what it was. So as you guys go ahead
I
and come across.
feel like Gizmek would know purely because it has a hard shell. You can use it to make good armor.
Make soup out of it. So yeah, as you guys go ahead and come out to the tree line, you come across what appears to be this fairly large creature, almost about the size of a tank, as it turns its back to you. It seems to, be coming, or instead of these loud, in intermeans of these groans that it's going ahead and making, it also seems to be making chewing sounds as it goes. as you're able to go ahead and see that further in front of it, near its mouth. Let me go ahead and pull up a picture for reference, by the way. But near its mouth, it seems to be eating a quite large creature, like almost like the size of an elephant. As this thing is about the size of a tank. It's just
Wait, so we're supposed to catch that thing alive?
Yes, mate.
Yes. That's a tortoise. Zach lied to me.
I just grabbed art randomly. So turtle, tortoise, fucking, you can blame me for that one. I just
Okay.
thought it looked cute.
Well, yes, we're taking it to life.
And Sator, would you give me a Cynicians check?
Oh boy.
I can have Malachi do it in case you don't pass, but
I'm fine.
yeah, that's right. You
then-
have drugs.
Yeah, but I didn't say that I used them.
Okay, fair. Yeah, this is just a pass since you have the
Plus 10
free.
from. Is it fine for a plus 10 from Malachi also being there? Because Malachi is still there, but you're not acting much because you know.
I would say that this is a free, since it's a free action one. So it would just be you, unfortunately.
Yeah.
For this.
Sator has free actions, initiances anyway, so whatever.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so Sator, you begin going ahead and, you begin to sniff out inside of the warp as you seem to notice that there seems to be a field emanating from it, some of psychic energy. It appears to be about within essentially a close 1 to 3 meters circulating this tortoise. For some reason, it seems to be animating some warp activity.
That thing seems to have some warp activity around 3 meters around it.
Dangerous.
Just eating.
What's that you eating? Ask the turtle.
Are you going
say,
up to the turtle?
Malachi, can you communicate with the turtle?
Can he communicate with the turtle? Actually,
do you speak turtle?
It's funny you asked that because it's entirely possible through psychic mastery that he could.
Didn't you also potentially have that one power where you can talk with anyone?
That's
or did you not grab it?
Talk with it. The turtles don't have a language. They're fucking turtles.
What are you talking about, Trey?
How do you know?
Fucking polygot. I speak turtle.
I speak turtle.
Turtle.
What is your language? My language is turtle.
Squirtle, squirt.
What language do you speak? Oh, I speak turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want him to... Okay, I'm basically making Malachi kind of like an assistance NPC right now. If you want, he can go ahead and use Psychic Mastery to actually attempt to go ahead and speak, with the turtle.
Please do. This is funny as shit.
Oi, Malaki, can you talk to the turtle?
I can most definitely try. I would be quite cautious, though. This thing looks very...
I'll do it.
Malachi goes ahead and he's going to attempt to use his psychic mastery power.
We actually step back for a little bit so we don't get our guns jammed.
Man rolled a nat 2. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, you can speak fluent turtle.
Give me 1 second.
Really
I had to roll tech score. Oh,
Like I said, we backed up.
that's good. That's good. It's not a 75 and above. It's just a tech score. No worries. Yeah, you guys go ahead and just.
Do you still get a tech score even though it's a nat 2?
He didn't roll doubles, so it's automatic psychic phenomena.
It's a pushed power, so yeah.
All right.
It isn't doubles. So yeah, basically, Holt's seeing Malachi concentrate. He's just like, fuck that, as he begins clunking out in the heavy gravity. Same with Sator. And you guys go ahead and see Malachi begin to psychically connect with this turtle. It's quite funny. Zach did not give me stats for this thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and improv it.
right.
So let's go ahead and see how this goes. Malachi, I'm gonna say that this successfully reaches out. I'm going to go and roll my d10. No, okay, lost fate point. That's fine by me. And yeah, Malachi begins concentrating, as it seems like he's going ahead and speaking, he's doing telepathy in a sense. Unfortunately, he's not a druid, so he can't go ahead and speak turtle. Yeah, Malachi. Actually, give me a second. Yeah, no, this you see as this turtle kind of perk up in kind of interest in a sense, and begins to turn around with exactly like the photo, with flesh in its mouth, just like ooh. And
Oh, share some of that.
It seems to be in quite it seems to be looking at Malachi, who's concentrating on this power, and kind of looking at
You're also, since you're using psychic mastery, no longer under your own gravity field.
Oh yeah, that's right. So Malachi just gets pushed down. He's just barely able to hold up his own leg or his arms as he goes ahead and concentrates on that. And would any of you? He's just like, all right. Anything you want me to go ahead and say to it? I've been going ahead and telling it that we mean it no
Let's
harm.
get what it's eating.
Yeah,
Good question,
What
isn't it?
is eating?
You just go ahead and Malachi, he begins concentrating, as if transmitting a message, and the turtle goes ahead and goes. "Ah." It just says food.
I don't know what I
Well,
expected.
man, that's fair. What do you
Ask
think,
if it
Phil?
wants to go for a ride. Does it want to go for a ride in the car?
Malachi begins raising an eyebrow, but sends it anyways.
You
And
said,
this turtle, who's just
pictures of question mark want to go on ride on giant box metal.
this, yeah, it's coming through emoji speak, and the turtle goes ahead and begins almost tilting its head sideways and goes, "Ooh," as Malachi's just like, he doesn't know what a car is.
Damn, that normally works for what I've read.
Just show him pictures of going fast.
Malachi does that as the turtle. It begins it seems to be comprehending these images. It's just like, "Ooh." And Malachi actually frowns and turns back. He's actually sad since he can't really go that fast.
Does he want to?
Question mark speed.
Question mark speed? Yeah, the turtle begin it tilts its head again to the side, and it's just like, as it goes ahead, and Malachi's just like, it's confused. It's always.
It's a yes or no question. Does it want to go fast?
Malachi goes ahead and begins shaking his head as he begins transmitting information. And you can. Does anybody have a scrutiny check?
I think I have scrutiny. No, it's untrained for me, but it's a 20.
Okay. You can either give me a scrutiny or potentially a logic check.
I think he really likes the idea. Let's go.
Right. -3. Is anybody else doing it, or is it just?
I'll try a logic. Why not?
Give it a
I'll
go.
try one of the two. Let me see what I
logic. I
have.
actually have logic.
Yeah, but with your -3, does a 48 pass with the logic?
It
Yeah, it's a
exactly
really good
passes,
idea.
Actually,
He said
a
it.
48
Yeah,
is a pass with 0.0 degrees of success.
Exact success.
So you can tell that from Malachi, it seems like you can see his brows begin to like furrow a little bit, as if getting just like, all right, I'm just gonna do my own thing. As he starts transmitting to the turtle, just basically, he doesn't seem, or it seems like he's going his own way in this sense. Also, give me 1 second. I have to go ahead and type out to Zach what's going on because he had a very different plan for the turtles. Very different.
Hulk is like, yes, Malachi. Also, tell him that if he's a good boy, he'll get a treat. Yes, good boy. Good doggy.
Just like, make sure you're actually telling him what we're telling you to tell him.
God damn. Hold on, I'm sending.
It's all very important. He needs the right pictures.
Oh God.
Wrote another 80 something.
Send him a picture of a dice. See if he rolls better than Holtz.
I gotta go ahead and roll something in the background. This one is going to actually be a bit of a charm check for Malik.
Do you want to go fast? Confused.
All right, so the turtle, it seems to go ahead and almost like it's just like finishes up its chewing and kind of actually looks back at its food as and it goes ahead and goes as it actually starts, or it turns over and nods to Malachi, and Malachi goes ahead and turns back to you guys. I offered it that we'd be able to get it more food if it followed us.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty fair point. Yeah,
but go fast. I thought this. I'm very
go
confused.
fast with food.
I don't understand animals.
You see, Holt, if it wants food, and if it gets the food, it'll get stronger so that it can then go faster.
I don't understand. Why doesn't it just go faster? Like, we have the opportunity to just make it go faster as is. Why does it need food?
Well, I mean, don't you like food?
Yes, but I don't need it to go fast.
Yeah, but you need it to live.
Yes, but that's a necessity.
But would you rather eat food or go fast?
Well, let me ask you a very important question, Hoots. Go on this planet and find something to eat. Now.
No.
No, this is like a hypothetical question. How well do you think you can do it?
Well,
exactly.
Is this tree edible?
No.
Is that edible?
Me.
No.
What about that?
No.
Huh.
That if you want diarrhea for like 3 weeks.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
And I'm hijacking this. Gizmic points to a Taco Bell.
Just points out. There's like a Taco Bell erected in the fucking middle of the swamp. He's just like points at that. She's like, if you want diarrhea for like 3 weeks, you want to go there.
Unless you're like me and decide to replace your stomach with one made by the Mechanicus.
No, Sator. I'm not
yeah,
replacing
so
my
you
organs.
get the point. Finding food here is hard. Finding good food is even harder.
Why would anyone want to live like this?
It's not like it has a choice, Hoots.
What do you mean? Just be born something else, somewhere else. Obviously.
You gotta get the high score with whatever you're given at the beginning.
As you notice that the turtle is eating ground beef from Taco Bell.
That poor creature. You better get someone on your ship that can clean it up real nice.
Anyways, Malika, you said you got this thing to follow us? We're going to have to figure out some way to get it back to the ship. I'll probably have to request more ships down here.
Yeah, very well, Captain. It seems it wants to follow us, so that might as well work. As Yeah, as you guys go ahead and just this tank-sized tortoise begins walking near you guys, and actually, as it gets close, can everybody give me a willpower check? This is going to be a psychic willpower, so if you have resistant psychics, that will work.
Yep, I get another
Is
resistance.
it? Would you say that this? Let me check the thingy.
Oh, but I get a -5 because it's an alien psychic power.
Nat
So.
1.
Yeah. Now one. All right.
Goddamn.
Why?
Does
For
this
this kind of
cloud control or delude the mind in any way?
This does, yes. So you are unaffected.
I'm immune. Yep.
All right, and Holtz.
I succeed I rolled a natural 16.
All right. So as you guys go ahead,
What about
So-
PP and the squad?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
good point.
I'll just roll a D100 for them.
right.
It's a willpower check, so let me check the
Yeah.
stats on
I'm
that.
just I'm gonna my crew has like 40 skills, so I'm gonna roll a target of 40.
No worries.
He fails by
I got
just
a natural
short
four.
2 degrees of failure.
They get a
2
natural
degrees.
4.
2 degrees is failure for Pippi.
Minus
Okay.
1.9 degrees of disgust.
Got it. So as this turtle begins like, getting closer to you, you God damn, I'm not the clown from Dead by Daylight. So as it begins getting closer, you guys feel as almost like the gravity of this planet, something else begins to weigh on you. Something that isn't actually physical, but instead emotional. As you guys find that your mood seeming to be changed, almost you're finding that, this is taking a long time to do this quest. Balthazar already is probably ahead of you guys, just having doubts and overall just starting to feel depressed as a whole. But with your willpowers, you're able to go ahead and kind of realize, oh, this is an outside force for some reason. That's why Sator was like looking into, or that's what he said about this aura. But meanwhile, it seems like Pippi seems to be getting the worst of it as she seems kind of pretty bummed out. She's like, oh, looks like we're leaving then. Damn.
Sator is already so depressed that he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry, I don't need to be
Oh.
more depressed. I'm already dead inside, says Sator.
Oh, so that's why the crew felt so badly after they retrieved this.
Yes, they were likely affected by this creature's psychic phenomena. Fortunately, I'm greater man than them, so I don't need to worry about it.
Oi, Pippi, let's go for a jog.
Okay. As she kind of like, is dragging her axe behind her, just like walking behind. And like Holtz and Holtz, you're able to go ahead and minimize the effect. Same with Malachi and like Gizmek. You guys are able to minimize the effects to where it just feels like, outside thoughts of doubt are coming in.
Yeah. The Walker crew got a natural 4, by the way.
Yeah, so
they're
the
fine.
Walker crew, they just go ahead and they're just like, all right. And like some of them decide to like take the or they decide to actually test this theory by like, some of them stepping away from the turtle, some of them stepping back into the zone. It's just like, oh, okay. And that's how like, they're able to, yeah. So these guys decide to just take a little bit of a breath as, this turtle begins.
And I signal back to the Blackstone that we're going to need a few more ships
Okay.
to carry the turtle. I
Are you
reckon.
doing-
Also
They-
a question,
they need to,
Malachi cannot make a portal from the moon to one of our ships, right?
No, he cannot, unfortunately, because he does not have.
I mean from one of our ships to the moon. Actually,
no, he cannot.
or-
It is 5 U's.
Alright. Not
Yeah.
even the Demon
Ships
Princess
would
can,
come- have
I will
to come
guess then.
dangerously close to the gravitational field. It wouldn't be worth it.
Maybe if he was an Alpha Psyker, but yeah,
I think the limitation of the Astropath Choir is 5 VUs. It's not a matter of psi rating. It's a matter of technology, not psi
Yeah.
rating.
Yeah.
need X upgrade piece of equipment. So yeah, I'm assuming Holtz is Holtz using Malachi like as the kind of like the Astropath transmitter here? Is he actually? I don't think he can calm from this distance.
Do we have a long range? I guess we wouldn't have a long.
Well,
so,
this
yeah.
isn't technically orbital since it's so far.
they're 12. yeah, so I probably have to use Malachi as a transmitter.
No worries. Just Malachi goes ahead and begins sending it up. It's I'm guessing. Would you want to send it to the Blackstone? Would it be like the
The Blackstone, and like just to send some more Aquillas down with like enough like proper supplies to carry this thing. And like because it probably needs like air to breathe, so they use like a container with oxygen in it, since they're trying to bring it back alive. So, and also like to like otherwise have as little weight on it as possible.
Okay.
So
Malachi also,
yeah.
Gizmek also drags you aside at some point and says, "Oi, Malachi, could you call up and tell the Gate Crusher to send out a couple planes to pick up some of these trees?"
Sure, I can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, boy.
Malachi begins, reaching out to the Gate Crusher, gets in contact with the one, the only, the Kyle. Even though he's not an astro, I feel like he has an astropath that he just literally picks up as a phone and just holds it next to him. just grabs him by the head.
I just imagine the fucking. This is basically canon now. There's just like this scrawny ass motherfucking astropath on the ship that Kyle just picks up like a phone, and he's like,
Captain,
he shakes in fear to ring.
Captain, it is good to hear from you again. Very well, I shall contact the first in command. Very good. As they go ahead and begin the preparements for the the ships and shuttles.
And now we're playing. He's back. Is just like, oh, I'm gonna make so many regicide boards with this.
So yes, I would like, as you guys are going ahead, and I'm assuming, waiting for this or these stuff.
Also, while waiting, Sator will also take at least one of his trees try to take one of the trees in his pocket dimension.
Okay, he's going to take an entire damn tree in a pocket dimension?
As much as he feels like it could actually carry.
Alright, so Gizmek, you go ahead and see just like, Sator doing like these interesting gestures, and then all of a sudden, deadass like Minecraft, just like probably like half to 3/4 of the tree just disappear.
Also, Sator, trying to remove my tree!
Don't forget, Sator, you gotta also roll I think it's your roll if you want to do it in half.
If I wait 10 minutes extra, I don't.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Gizmek just walks up to Soot after this happens, and he's just like, "Oi, you cheating! You at least have to use your fists to punch the tree."
I did.
What fist? This one? He holds up your power
This fist. Yes.
We didn't see it moving.
Gizmek is actually getting upset about this.
Gizmek, maybe your eyes are just too slow.
Oh shit! My eyes are red though! How can they be slow? My eyes are red!
I mean, but have you
Maybe
considered
they
that
got the infect-
Sator's arm is also red?
Oh shit, that's a good point.
I love this. Can also during this meantime is where are you guys going actually?
Probably like back to the ship so that we have like a universal like place to meet up with the other ships.
Gizmek very specifically is going to be walking away with Pippi from the turtle, like getting her away from it and going for like a little bit of an exploration around the swamp.
Immediately as like Pippi goes ahead and stays away probably about like 5 meters as she steps away, her mood starts to brighten as instead of dragging her axe, she actually like picks it up and begins skipping with it just gingerly. It's just like
skipping around. Yeah, she still technically has 2 strength bonus points left after the gravity pulls its bullshit.
I'm saying that she has like unnatural strength in terms of like
she does have unnatural strength. She literally has unnatural strength.
Yeah, so she has like 4.
I and Pippi both have unnatural strength. We're jumping about, and she has this massive fuck off axe.
I imagine that Sator has to fucking put his warp claws in a tree, grab another with his power fist to move.
God. So yeah, I want to go ahead and ask. So by the ship, do you mean going back to the shuttle?
Yeah, the shuttle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Malachi is going ahead and probably walking with Holtz and the walkers, just like "Ooh," going over to begins walking throughout the jungle. Gizmek is going off with Pippi. Sator, are you following? The giant psychic turtle.
Mostly. Although, could I roll something to try to somewhat at least remember where the giant bugs landed potentially?
I would to remember.
Or
I
to
would.
somewhat know where-ish, kinda.
I was actually going to go ahead. I want to actually go ahead and come back to this, which because Gizmek, since Gizmek went ahead and left first, I want to go ahead and cut to him first, and then I'll come back to that one because something may happen.
Alright.
Yeah, Gizmek and Pippi, they go out. She's like humming.
All right. Let's see. Is there anything interesting here other than the turtle? One question I do have. So we know that the vegetation itself is like very large and thick on its own, but how dense is the amount of vegetation? Like how many trees in a small area is there?
I would probably
is
say
it like
that
sparsely done?
It's like you're going through this swampy area. The marshes, effectively. It's not thick. It's not thick like a forest, but it's sparse.
All right. Yeah, that's about what I was thinking. I just wanted to confirm and make sure.
Yeah.
But we're just going along. I just imagine every now and then Gizmek's just like, "Oi, chop that tree!" Pippi just spins around and cuts the tree. It's like point, point, point. We become the one star.
Yeah. What? So yeah, after about cutting down 3 trees, what's Gizmek gonna do with them?
Get the ships to come down, bring them back to the ship, and then I'm gonna make some nice regicide boards. Gizmek's picking up whittling.
Okay. Well, I mean, more in the sense of the party is kind of going on without you as you decide to take this side path. And you're kind of in this forest area with cut down logs on a heavy gravity world. Were you planning on trying to carry them back to the shuttle, like in the open area?
Yeah, he's just sort of keeping mental track of where they are, and so is Pippi. Because Pippi's better at like tracking and world navigation than he is. And we're
no worries.
Come back and pick him up later.
Gotcha. All right, so yeah, cutting back over to Sator and Holtz. Can you guys give me a bit of an awareness check?
Paranoia is kicking in, I'm imagining.
Yes, sir.
Good thing that we both have paranoid.
Yep. I have a 60 to this roll, but it just doesn't matter.
Okay. This one, yeah, Sator.
Although I will say, Holtz has watchful for betrayal, so no surprises for him.
If it is a surprise, yeah.
Don't worry, it's not a surprise. It's just going ahead and kind of give me 1 second because Malachi actually needs to roll real quick too. Even though, it's Malachi.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
My God.
He just had this shitted everywhere. So basically, yeah, Malachi and Sator begins kind of hearing, or what was it? Kind of like a. What the fuck would it be? I'm trying to figure out a good sound for it. It'd be like that. You hear that off in the distance. The thing is, though, is that with this, the more you pick it up, the more it doesn't seem like it seems like it's coming from something large. Now, without even a logic check, you remember that the swarms that went ahead and fell in from, the planet, or fell to the planet, most of them went ahead and died and stuff like that, but you come to the conclusion that some of them still may be around. Still may have survived the gravitational smash. And in terms of that, some of them may even be scouting this, not only this planet, but this or like this jungle as you speak. And so, upon picking that up, hearing one close off to the distance, would one of you be able to go ahead and how do you guys want to approach this? You guys go ahead and hear one from the south. You could potentially let it pass, try and sneak, can go ahead and you can go and confront it. What did you want to do?
Holtz doesn't give a shit about these bugs, so if he can ignore it, all the better, because he just wants the turtle.
Okay, is he gonna go just keep going as normal, or is he gonna try and do anything different?
He'll try and let the bug pass, essentially.
Okay.
The priority is the turtle. Anything else is secondary.
No worries. Give me one moment. Right.
If anyone objects to that, feel free to voice it. I don't want to but yeah, that's Holtz's mentality.
No worries.
Also, I need the plus 10 for this because sound based, but whatever.
No worries. Yeah. After you go here. It begins to sound like it is, instead of being more to the right side of you, it begins to seem to be circling and beginning more towards probably the north east of you now, as it's getting a little bit more fainter, but you would know that this is also the direction of your shuttle.
Well, we have to go back to our shuttle, so we're probably going to move carefully. Or Holtz would intend for us to move carefully. Because we have to get... Excuse me. We have to get back to our shuttle. Otherwise, we're kind of SOL.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to defend that.
Are you guys going to go ahead and do a stealth check to get back to it? Or are you going to just go back to it normally? Or
We're already slow enough. And Sator's just going to kick another bucket if he does a stealth check.
Yeah,
there are going to be bonuses, because... Alright, yeah, I know
our
you...
silent move is 25 at the moment.
Oh, shit, yeah, I forgot about the fucking... Yeah, okay.
Thankfully, I do have 45 agility.
No, it's only our agility bonuses that are affected. I just don't have, I don't have silent move.
Yeah.
Trained.
Neither do I.
Oh. Wait, you guys both don't have silent move trained?
We don't. We've never gotten it on our sheet. On our advances.
God damn it. Okay, yeah. Malachi kind of he look at that and it's just
Oh yeah. Plus, Sator would have a -10 to silent move because of his size.
Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Malachi will go ahead and look at the situation. He's just boss, you want me to go ahead and sneak ahead, see what's going on with that thing?
Go ahead.
All right. And Malachi's going to go ahead and, he turns on his stummer. He does not have his cloak. However, the boy is pretty sneaky. Let's go ahead and see how this goes. All right, good. Yeah. Malachi kind of drifts off into the shadows, kind of or not into the shadows, but going from tree line to tree line as he goes ahead and kind of seems to disappear into the jungle, going back to where you guys were going to. Yeah.
While you're gone, Holtz turns to the turtle and says, "So, slow day." Good answer.
The turtle.
Remind me to ask Malachi to tell the turtle if it's fine with us riding it. Anyway.
No worries. I know that Trisky is AFK, so we can go ahead and cut back to... We can go to Gizmic in a bit, but after comes about 5... Actually, yeah, probably more 5 to 10 minutes. The turtle, it goes ahead and, it's kind of just hanging there. One of those fat pancake lizards just starts crawling, past the by. The turtle, almost like a frog, its tongue just... and just starts chewing on it.
Fascinating.
Yeah. And eventually, Malachi, he goes ahead and begins, actually, from what you would go ahead and hear in the distance, is just as it seems to be going ahead, and like the buzzing like seems to fade away in a sense as Malachi begins to go ahead and come back. Yeah, boss. The thing went ahead, and it was mostly just checking out our ships. Well, our shuttle. Looks like it didn't do anything, but it went on inside, and I just let it pass.
It's probably for the best, but we should get out of here while we still can.
Yeah, I don't know how many of them are gonna, or how many of them are, if they're gonna come back. Not, but
I radioed to Gizmek. Gizmek, we're getting out of here as soon as the turtle is secure. I don't know what you're doing, but make sure you get back.
Alright,
Before we cut to
down some trees.
before we cut to Gizmek, hey Malachi, can you ask the turtle if it's fine with us riding it?
I will go ahead. Or yeah, Malachi's just like, all right, fair enough. And he's going to go ahead and roll a charm to go ahead and see how that goes. I just want to say, it's just like, all right, let's see how this goes. And then it's going to immediately cut over to Sator sitting on its back as, like, you know, this tortoise goes.
Good
Like,
day.
Is Holt okay? Is Holt sitting on the turtle as well? Is like, what's the picture here?
No, of course not. He wouldn't need himself like that.
All right. So, yeah, Sator is just sitting on this turtle's back, like, you know, and Malachi is just like, he only said yes because he says that you could help him scratch the hard to reach spots on his back.
I just
And the
imagine
turtle's just like,
I just imagine the question being like, "Are you riding on this turtle's back?" And Holtz is just like, "No, I wouldn't demean myself like that. I'm riding on its neck."
with my cleats.
Uh,
Yeah. So Sator is riding on the turtle now. Just
yeah, scratching its back up. I mean, sometimes.
yeah, you're clearing out moss and, like, you know, stuff like that. Old there was some little like probably a few like rotted bits here and there, but not of the turtle, but like of its previous meals, of course. But yeah, you're able to go ahead and start, like, you know, scratching it and stuff like that as it continues to. It actually seems quite happy, you know, that you're doing this as it continues along. And yeah, it's,
Sator isn't even half phased by anything that he finds on his back, both because of corruption shit and both because of his fucking traits and Nurgle corruption, probably.
yeah. Oh god. So yeah, once you guys get back to the landing spot, you went ahead and called the shuttles. So this one is going to actually be quite interesting considering the difficulty that it took to get down. I'm not going to go.
Specifically requested like they like dump out like all of Extradia's like equipment, like it makes like make the shuttles as light as like physically possible.
Okay.
So like one pilot, with like they'd probably just like have like a very skimpy void suit, if that, and they're just bringing like very base like the base necessary supplies to like create a container that would contain this thing long enough to survive in oxygen and also carry it back to the ships.
So, an interesting thing. Can the two of you that are there is Gizmek rejoining the party, or is he out shopping?
But probably a little bit later.
Okay. I want you to go ahead and roll me a logic check with Gizmek, Holtz, and Sator. Like, or, you know, like an intelligence.
I always forget that I get a fucking +10 to logic.
An intelligence, just raw intelligence.
Yeah, it can be intelligence or logic if you have it. So basically, this is.
Do
to
I
see
get
if
a
you remember.
+10 from that intelligence? Do I get a +10 from that bionic thing that gives me a +10 to logic or not?
Yeah, you can get that.
Nope.
Oh.
I got a -5 and I don't have any fate points to reroll.
Sator, man, goddamn. Yeah, Holtz, you're just like, oh, all right, this is going to be good. Gizmek, yeah, you know, you're kind of helping Pippi like move some logs near the landing spot, and Sator, you begin to kind of pick up on a little cue of that. You know, this thing is being kind of if it doesn't see well, it's kind of being coaxed by the promise of food.
Okay,
Like it's
so yeah, bring
expecting,
food.
yeah. Well,
Right, and don't
Sator
forget-
would know that. It's up to him if he wants to share that, you know. So yeah.
Yep.
So Sator like, lets Holtz know and stuff like that.
Anyway, so it's caused by the promise of food, basically.
It's coaxed by the promise of food, but if if you're trying to move it into the shuttle without food, you know,
It's
there
not
may
going to.
be,
Yeah.
there may be consequences.
We need to bring this thing food.
Okay. Yes. Also bring like a bunch of food. Like
Hey, Gizmek, if you see any of those turtles, pick them up. I mean, not turtles, I mean lizards.
Right, you mean like this? He just holds up a bouquet of dead ones.
Yes, perfect.
But yeah, no, I tell like they also have one of them has food, enough for a tank-sized tortoise.
Very specific, but okay.
When you say
I would
tank, are we talking
say-
like a Lehman Russ sized or
Well, we're talking about a probably an M1 Abrams.
so Lehman Russ sized? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, imagine a creature the size of a Lehman Russ and bring enough food for that.
I would
Yes,
say to
sir.
make it like to split it across a couple of ships, but make it like double for what we'd need just in case any one of them crashes.
All right. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and say that. All right, this is going to be important, actually. So are there ships only coming from the Blackstone, or are they coming from Diligent Crusher?
So the Blackstone has like the highest quality.
And the best
Crusher
piloting.
is sending ones purely to get the trees.
I feel like in terms of troops, we will only take from the Blackstone, but for shuttles, we can take from any of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this one is going to be interesting. I'm not going to go ahead and do the full tests. However, Holtz and Gizmek, roll me a piloting for your crew. If you want to go, considering I'm not going to go ahead and give any penalties, considering that you're getting lighter loads and stuff like that. However, it's still the gravity that could be dangerous.
Can I attempt a command roll to instruct them how to do it? Since I'm the one who piloted it in the first place, and also to get them more organized so that they can help each other out and shit like that.
You can go ahead and give a little bonus to them. Yes, you can roll a command check.
All right. This will just be it. I'll just roll a straight command check.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a Pokemon, Zach.
I love this. God damn it. All right.
Fuck.
That's going to be
okay.
Yeah.
But it's 3.7 degrees of success.
Oh, it's
Two.
all right. I know. Hold on. I know. The thing is that it's every social interaction. However,
Okay. Yeah.
considering
that's
it's
fair.
your crew, yeah,
That's
like
fair.
they already know you're legendary. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's true. It's fair.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and only give you a +5 on this dissension
All
one. For Gizmek, we're gonna go ahead and come back to you. Did you want to actually prerequisitely add any an intimidation check or
I could do a command as an intimidation.
I mean, I'm just asking if you want to add any bonuses. If not, then
If you break my fucking ships and you don't get my fucking trees, I'll crump your grits.
Okay.
All right. So is it just like my pilot spacecraft or their pilot spacecraft?
They're a pilot spacecraft.
right.
5.8 degrees of success on intimidate.
Okay.
So
Also, I want to
they
make
have to roll a 45.
Yep.
a quick thing about the trees. Sator also placed one in his pocket dimension.
I know you
I
placed
mean,
as
a bit of
much
it.
as you could inside of a demiplane, but they're big trees.
Please.
Yeah.
Please roll 20. Do not fuck me. I'm begging you. Please roll 20. They fucked me.
Ooh.
So
I will.
hold on.
No.
You want to reroll?
Hold on. I don't
Yeah, you can
have
spend
any.
You
I
got
don't-
Sator's, I thought.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
can say this.
Does
Yep.
Sator have? Sator has one more. I forgot about that.
I have one more. I need to roll 1d10 first.
There is a 40% chance that it fails, though.
Please, Sator.
It goes
It
through.
has.
It goes
It's
through.
good.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
one more 1d100.
Now roll a 92.
I got it
He
back.
got it back. Let's go.
Nice.
All right. Please roll 20. Do not fuck me. Please. God damn it.
All right.
Hey,
All right.
you got
All right.
better. You did,
Hey,
you did roll higher, so.
Hold on. I'm Zach. I'm the DM here. Okay. All right. So Gizmek, with that intimidation check, you're going to go ahead and get a plus 25 to your roll, since you had a original crew of 30.
I
I
think it's
believe
like
it
31
was.
across the board by default, so that would barely pass as a result.
Yep, so you barely passed that one as Gizmek's ship starts to go ahead and after getting the yes sir as they begin descending down. You notice that they begin rockily coming down, but they're finally able to you guys launch the flares up. They're able to land. Meanwhile, with
They are
Holt,
more afraid of Gizmek than of the gravity field.
yeah.
Yeah, because if they
So-
land on the planet because of the gravity field, Gizmek will find them and use them in some way.
Use them.
Yeah.
God.
He always needs new parts for his regicide board.
Bones. All right, and then for Holtz, how many degrees of failure was that?
Well, the target was 45, so 3.3.
Okay, so with that one, you went ahead and, as you go ahead and call these guys down, right? And what ends up happening is that upon stuff like that, you begin looking up into the sky to see their descent. However, you get an incoming communication from as they're just breaching orbit, just like, Captain, coming in rough, coming in hot. As you called in 2 down, correct?
I called in as many as we needed. I don't know how many that is.
It was probably like 2 to 1 jet somehow, and 2 to bring food.
Yeah, that okay. So a total of 4 then. Okay, then
I don't know how many we needed. That's up to the GM.
yeah. So I was going to say 2, what's needed, but you'd probably bring a third containing the food. You go ahead and you see as they seem to be 1 to give me one moment. I'm just going ahead and thinking. Yeah, all right. One of the shuttles comes down a lot quicker than the other ones, and off in probably a few miles away, you just see, Captain, I'm not gonna. As the shockwave seems to go through the gentles. The radio just goes as you guys. One shuttle just impacts the planet. This is off in the distance. However, I want you guys to go ahead and roll me a awareness check as this impact happens.
Oh boy.
Oh, finally I roll well. Finally, I get a good
Okay,
roll.
that means that both of my rolls are going to be shit then. Check this shit out. Boom. Never mind.
Alright, so Holtz and Sator, you guys go ahead and notice that along the tree line, you actually start to realize that maybe this isn't so bad, because as you notice from the tree lines, you notice a lot of these bugs seem to shooting and stuff like that. From the swarm, effectively 3 to 5 of them, as they begin making their way over to the shuttle crash site, which is miles away.
I radio up to the other ones. Which shuttle was that?
Sir, I think that was one of the cargo containers. And however, Gizmek's shuttle does land, just as well as
He
the
doesn't
2
have
other
an easy
shuttles.
time with it because I literally passed by 0.0.
Yeah, but he survives. He survives. So it would be you have Gizmek's log truck or Gizmek's log shuttle, the normal shuttle, and then the food shuttle. Which you're going to need two shuttles. Yeah.
Well, we can use one of my shuttles, or we can use a shuttle that we came in on to help with, lifting the turtle.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep. That's.
I think so, at least.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
So basically, yeah, just as these bugs are distracted, like off in the distance, you guys go ahead and I'm guessing you're opening up the shuttles, kind of trying not to bring too much attention to things, as inside it literally looks like Duke's wagon from Resident Evil 8, with the meats hanging off of the shuttle door and the sides and stuff like that. Is there an animal handling skill? Because
there's a wrangling skill, yes.
A wrangling skill.
Pippi has
And
good
Pippi has
wrangling.
that.
Okay,
Because that's why we brought her along, basically.
Thank you. Can somebody go ahead and give me a wrangling with a plus? I want to go ahead and say, since you're giving it food, you've been treating it rather nice. You went ahead and took care of its back problems. It's feeling pretty good. Give me a plus 30.
So that's a
Yeah,
total of a
succeeds.
plus 50 then, and her fellowship is 50 by default, so that is 29 out of 100.
Oh, 29 out of 100?
7 degrees.
She has a natural plus 20 to wrangling. You gave her an additional plus 30, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And she has 50 fellowship.
So yeah, she
Nice.
does it's great. Or she is going ahead and lifting the sausage links, just come on, big fella, come on. I don't know why she had that accent. I like it. As this creature's just begins stomping inside of the shuttle, and begins being fed out of her hands, and eventually. Are you going ahead, or I'm guessing you guys are going ahead and leaving enough food in there for the trip back, that it doesn't get spooked or anything like that. It's calmly eating stuff.
It's
Yeah,
occupied by the
there's
food.
probably I don't know what the tugboat policy is, but we're probably in the meantime hooking up the other shuttles together, so we can get some generate some additional lift off, because I'm imagining this tortoise is several tons on this gravity planet.
Yeah.
So we're probably trying to generate as much additional liftoff as possible.
Yeah.
There is an emergency brake, so it doesn't come down with us, but we have to it's an emergency brake that we have to trigger. It's not something that will break normally, unless we hit something to break it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm talking about?
It's on an automatic system.
It's not going to break from the weight. We have to hit the button.
It's a manual snap, right?
Yeah.
What I'm
Yeah.
getting.
So, all right. So you guys went ahead. You guys loaded in the turtle. He's nomming. Gizmek, you're going ahead and gaining. Oh, that makes sense. Gizmek, you're going ahead, and I'm assuming you're gaining your logs for your shuttle, correct?
Yeah, he's just bringing back these logs to whittle later.
Okay.
The entirely what Gizmek is doing is completely and utterly unnecessary.
I figured. And then finally, I believe the shuttle is just for transportation of everyone, in a sense, the hulking.
Yeah.
Okay. This one, yeah,
I'll probably spread out the weight from the crew a little bit better.
Okay.
Just to make it easier to get out. Getting out should probably be a lot easier than landing, or at least because we're trying to get away from the planet effectively and not land on it without crashing.
I'm gonna say that I'm going to assume that the biggest problem will be getting off the planet, and then it's even if we kind of fuck up and start going towards it, we can try to fucking slingshot off it somewhat.
Yeah, it should be somewhat easiar. That is what Holtz is thinking, but
okay, yeah, that is some good logic, my friend. So I give you credit for that. So yeah, as you guys go ahead and begin effectively, once you guys collect as much stuff as you need, you begin to slowly lift off from the planet, and begin effectively trying to make your ways, off the planet. The bugs seem to still be preoccupied with, the smoking shuttle in the distance, the down shuttle. It kind of makes you think that, or kind of makes you glad that you can't really hear the comms of what might be going down if there are any potential survivors. This time, Holtz is going to be going ahead and depending on the situation, you have multiple thrusts, but also, they're quite hefty. I'm going to go ahead and say this is going to be a flat pilot check.
A flat pilot check. Does anyone want to give me any bonus?
Malachi.
You can do it, Hoots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just inspire yourself, lol.
Just boost myself, haha.
Malachi will give you a fate point if you want.
All right. This is slightly better than a coin flip then. You do not get it back. It's so sad.
Despacito.
I needed it.
He needed that extra listen,
Nice. All right, so you guys feel just you guys are just ascending slowly, as it seems like it almost is like a bit of a crawl, putting the effort into it, just pushing.
Like steady, all together now.
Eventually, it gets to the point that once you start to get more outside of the gravity of the planet, you find that the resistance is really kicking back, and you're able to go further and further, and it continues to the point where you're able to make it all the way back to the outer ring. Hell, even the momentum of just leaving the leaving the gravitational pull, it's significant, as 3 shells are just boosting forward. It kind of sends you, or shocks you guys forward, as the sort of pull is just, the inertia hits you at once. But you guys are finally able to go ahead and make it back to your ships.
Malachi, would you be satisfied with holding on to the turtle, since you're the one that can communicate with it? I can also leave it. I can also see if the forbidden beanbag also can communicate with it on my ship.
I would prefer not, or I'd prefer not to have that on my
Put him
ship,
with
Captain.
Howard so he has some company.
I'm afraid
The only one who actually likes being around the turtle is probably Sator, because he doesn't give a shit about these warp effects.
It's not that I dislike being around the turtle. It's more like I don't want the turtle to eat people, eat my or or to go on a rampage in
Well, then
general.
you have to keep it well fed. As long as you keep it fed, it won't be
That's not an issue.
I want, actually, as you're going ahead and actually flying back to the Blackstone, can Holt, since you're thinking about this, can you give me a logic check?
My logic is shit.
Or the rest of the crew.
Gizmek.
Considering you're all on the same ship, I can have Malachi even do it too.
Gizmek, you are the best at
I
logic.
theorize.
Malachi passed by 0 degrees.
I got 4.1 degrees of success.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead, and since Gizmek passed by the most, I'm going to explain it the bestest in orc logic. So,
Just let me see
Gizmek,
also what I have.
if you're going to... Sator rolled
Told you.
fucking 97. Yeah, no, it's just logic. It's logical. Gizmek, you see, here's the thing, right? So, you got this big turtle on the thing, but the thing is that you stand next to the turtle, it's gonna go ahead and make you feel real sad for some reason. That's what the gits are telling you. The thing is that if you put that on your ship, that might cause other people to be sad. Might go ahead and might bum your crew a bit.
So what you're saying is it's going to, no matter where it's going to go, it's going to inflict a morale loss.
Correct.
Oh.
Out of character, yes, but
Oh.
to Gizmek, that's the specifics.
All right, hold.
Oh,
Well, let's
You're
put it on my
loss.
ship because my guys care so
Oh.
little.
You're afraid of the crew being affected by its effect. Just give them white void, you fool.
Give them drugs. There you go. Give them fucking
Gizmek
drugs.
is just gonna be like, put the turtle on my ship. My kids don't give a shit. Because I literally negate 2 morale loss from everything that reduces morale because of the death cult.
Okay. I would say that, this isn't a logic check. Gizmek would have to tell them explicitly. Like, the Death Cult may think that's a thing to fight.
Yeah.
I just want to say that. So
Yeah,
you
you
will have to go
like
ahead and be
the-
explicit.
We'll put him on my ship. I'll make sure the kids know not to kill the kid.
All right.
I feel like it's like either on Gizmek's ship where it's just there because it doesn't inflict that much morale loss, or the Blackstone because of the Forbidden Beanbag,
Fair.
or Sator just fucking scratches his back.
Malachi has the
Literally.
lowest, Malachi has the lowest morale, so might not want to do his.
Then yeah, Gizmek would probably be the best bet then.
Okay. So
All right, bring him to that cargo bay. Bring the trees to my deck.
Turtle says from like the columns. And
you
yeah,
turtle.
I'm gonna assume like this is the whole process of like unloading. Like the shuttle with the food also goes with Gizmek to go ahead and begin like leading it to more of a
It's a
containment
couple
cage.
hours.
Yeah,
You wind
and
up
with
having
this
the scene of
being
Kyle sharing food with the turtle.
yeah, and Kyle gets ahead. He's just like, "Hey, can I keep it as a pet, Captain? He seems rather polite."
Hey,
Okay,
I
but-
don't know what the heck the other kid's got planned for it. I
Kyle
had my
probably
decision and my way on it, sure, but nah, can't say yes.
I wish to call him Foreman, George Foreman.
Kyle also doesn't give a shit about the effect of the fucking turtle warp thing because he's a navigator.
It's true. It's true. So I will go ahead and post in general the effects of having the turtle on your ship. There are positives to it, but also a bit of a downside. There you go. So Gizmek, you were actually the perfect one to fit for this because I think you have
Now
a
I have a
total
total of
you
reduce all morale loss by 5.
by 5. Yeah.
Nice. And you're also resistant to warp bullshit,
Yeah. Damn. You're doing good, my guy.
which is pretty fitting for a warp.
Yeah, like I don't think Gizmek's going. Gizmek, I think, is immune effectively to hit and runs, like morale wise.
Wow.
That needs to do at least 6 morale damage to do 1.
Yeah.
But if he takes 3
That's-
morale loss, he starts taking penalties.
All right.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, after that, after you guys go ahead and you successfully completed your mission, Holtz, you're probably going to need to go ahead and requisition a replacement shuttle in the future, but that's down the line. For
Yeah.
this, I believe, did you guys have anything else you wanted to do inside of this system, or did you want to go ahead and start making your way to Feliz Navidad?
I feel like for other things that we might want to do is, of course, see what the captain, what Winters gave us, but that's after the session probably.
I'll check with Kargan and see if there's anything new that came up since last time we talked with him.
Okay. Yeah, Zach, do you want to...
Sator will communicate with him. Sator will actually communicate with Kargan, but he will do that after we get the XP so that he may gain peer with the insane.
For fuck's sake.
You're insane.
It's a thing! It's a fucking thing!
That's right of fun. Let me see. Have I made any more planet?
Oh yeah. There is a actual thing with Malachi's Malachi's sword too.
I'm just checking the planet stuff. Yeah, I don't think there'd be
How many-
anything else yet that wasn't already covered by Velvet.
Okay. And then I'll probably check in with the Forbidden Beanbag. Just to see how it's doing. Like, I probably do this like more often anyways than I do like on screen, because like but because like I told it would have experiences, but like it's just like with everything else going on, it's hard to like keep track. Like
Yeah, it is like
We should
generally
probably-
just like upset about being in the void for so long, like it's disconnected, and it doesn't like that. But not much you can do about it. You can't land these ships on a planet.
yeah.
Unless we fucking buy a crude egg.
Can I requisition it anything to like make it stay more enjoyable? Because it is helping me out, and I have that. I have like if I could just buy shit, why not?
Just buy an arcade cabinet.
I think like a thing that it would like would be to basically like because one of the life support systems is basically like you have a big ass garden. So just like it wants some like natural stuff around that it can interact with. Can't interact with metal.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I can
It would
requisition.
request some of that.
I can acquisition some of that. I think.
You couldn't get it
I
from
can
here,
acquisition a
unfortunately.
garden.
I mean, like,
So you can acquisition plants and stuff because they're used to make oxygen on ships. It's
yeah.
straight up one of the life support options.
Buy the fucking video game about owning a garden or something.
Oh, just buy Stardew Valley and let it play it.
Yeah.
And that'd just be teasing
An-
it if anything.
An
Like,
ancient
oh, look at this
arcade
thing.
cabinet
that I
loaded
can't
with Stardew
interact.
Valley.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I feel like I can move some of the life support systems in.
Yeah, so what life support does Blackstone have?
The shitty version.
Yeah, so if you got the Vitae pattern, that would include like having like a garden with a bunch of trees that create oxygen.
I think one of the ships on like in the fleet has a Vitae. A Vitae style life support.
Have a look.
Need to check what.
The Void Hammer
Right.
does.
Has a Vitae pattern. Got a small garden.
Yeah, I'd request a few like minor plants.
For now, we won't fully transplant it, but yeah, Sator will bring over.
You could bring over a few plants.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
Yeah.
put it in the room
I'll
with-
I have
I'll
a
bring
VK
more
as well.
eventually, but
yeah.
Sorry, I'm giving.
Yeah, it's the start and it likes having the plants like tendrils itself into them. And
Sator
like,
might likely take the life support system, which is fucking full of drugs anyway later, so we might switch it anyway. We'll see.
You're gonna replace your garden with drugs.
then last but not least, I'll check in with what's his face in the librarian, whose name I forget, and see if he's learned anything about the warp beast,
Yeah,
the big fish.
it's like the info that I gave you would be like over the course of a few months he learns that. So he's still learning all that stuff, so it gives you a bit more, but it's part of what I've already told you.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the most notable one for now, the thing that you currently have is, the rumors of it having like a psychic attack that causes like a bunch of emotional mood swings. That's probably what the turtle's for.
Interesting.
True,
Okay.
that's probably what the turtle is for. So we
So
will.
effectively, like, it would probably be a good idea to, if not now, but eventually, like, get a turtle for each ship.
Or just when we fight with just the Blackstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, or we could try to go on another mission to get another turtle, but yeah.
I'd rather have like now that we know how to get a turtle, I'd rather like wait until we got like more specialized equipment to get the
Yeah.
turtle.
Makes sense, like, wait until you're going to go fight it before you get the thing that makes everybody depressed.
Yeah.
And then after we are done with the warp beast, we're just gonna take all the turtles to a single ship, and they can have a fucking party of something IDK.
They can just vent them into space, you don't need them anymore, right?
Hey, they have uses.
I feel like Kyle would very much regret that.
I feel like they're also like useful because like they can still negate morale loss and emotional effects from warp and psychic based things.
Yeah.
So as long as they're still using like warp travel,
Yeah.
like they're still useful.
Yeah, except that if you get, like, warp whispers, you wouldn't need to make a command test to avoid any morale loss.
Yeah.
Like, there's warp whispers. No, there isn't. They're just depressed.
Yeah. Too real.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to think of.
Are you guys done here? Gonna head out?
I think we are. I think we're ready to
Seems
head.
like it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
At least Holtz is ready. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
I mean,
I mean, at this point, Gizmek is probably just focused on whittling whatever the fuck, so I have nothing
Yeah.
fancy to add.
Oh yeah, Sator is also going to leave the part of the tree that he did take in the fucking
Demi,
in plop it down in
Your life sustainer.
fair.
It would be really confusing for the tree because gravity is not insane. It's really fucking
In
weird.
fact, there is no gravity, or it's
Yeah, there
artificial.
is. Yeah,
There is
probably
gravity, it
is
is artificial.
It's still gravity. It doesn't know the source.
I'm going to assume that it's not really possible to make the gravity higher somehow.
You can, but it'd be for, like the whole room, and the other plants would not like that.
Yeah. Also, at the same time, the tree is probably already feeling weird because it's the pocket dimension in the warp anyway.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. Are you
So
guys
for
heading out?
now, for now, we'll leave that tree there to do whatever.
And let's go.
is there any dialogue from the pirate after gaining his sword?
Yeah, it's like as you guys head towards the edge of the system, as Malika retires to his room. Actually, no, yeah, probably while you're asleep, you feel that you wake up, but you've had this a few times. You're still asleep. You see your room stretching off into the void as this figure floats towards you out of the darkness. Well done, laddie. You done got the sword.
Yeah. It's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. I understood why you could take down Terminators with this thing.
But I did promise you a treasure hunt, did I not? It was a bit easy for you.
Yeah, a little bit. And besides, it was just more of a, hey, can I have your sword? Bit.
Well, now you completed step one.
Oh.
Just gotta take that thing, hit the end of it, pop the pommel of it, comes off, and then plug it in. You'll find a few interesting things will happen.
Plug it into where?
Do wherever it'll fit. Your data slate, your ship, whatever you want.
Oh, interesting. All right, I will go ahead and what journeys? Well, what the fuck are we doing? What is this then?
I told you, it's a treasure hunt.
Treasure hunt for your booty, I'm assuming.
Well, you find out when you get there.
All right, very well then.
You're released from the vision and you wake up, seeing the sword.
Malachi's gonna go ahead and he's gonna take the sword and he's gonna bop the pommel and
You bop the end, you see the end of it falls off, revealing effectively a USB port, which you can plug into either a console or your thingy.
he's gonna just plug it into his data slate. Give me one
You
moment.
plug it in, you see the slate start going absolutely ballistic. Things pop up and close, and it shifts around, going mental for a minute before it pops up to a document, which has a set of coordinates. Actually, two sets. One that seems to be for coordinates in space, and then one that would be coordinates on a planet.
I don't have a navigation stellar a star chart or anything like
Yeah,
that.
you wouldn't know immediately from that what it is, but you could probably ask your navigator or Sator.
Holtz also has a navigation stellar.
Well, if are we directly leaving right now then? Are we
It's
just
We're heading to the edge of the system.
Okay.
You're heading towards the end where you would shift.
no.
Just a second, I need to find. There's also some text. It says 3 bright jewels, 3 deadly trials before the walls will stretch. Tower, temple, and pyramid high are what you need to climb. Which stick not just to these great piles for the booty of the wretch.
Can you copy and paste that and post it?
Right.
Yeah. Malachi's gonna go ahead and reach out to the Blackstone, just Captain, I found coordinates inside of my sword, and apparently it's to lead to a potential treasure map. Would you happen to even know, or could I possibly show you these coordinates for a second? Would you happen to know where they are?
Send them over.
All right. And is this one of the things that I could send over via data slate to Holtz as a copy?
It's like a text document. Yeah.
Okay, goes ahead and he sends it on over.
All right.
Maybe you get 2 sets of coordinates.
Yeah, I go into my librarian,
Yep.
and if I spend, I think I also have foresight.
Yeah.
Do I have? I think I have foresight
Yeah.
in here somewhere. Yeah, I do.
Mhm,
Okay,
yeah.
so
If you've got the library, would have up-to-date star charts. And that,
so
with-
between that and foresight, I get a plus
well,
20.
this isn't something you'd really need to roll. It's just coordinates. Put it in, it'll pop up where it is.
Okay, yeah.
Which putting it in, you would find is here. Probably most of it would be like right here.
Oh, this spot right here.
It's like right by the edge.
Interesting.
Can we possibly? Well, 2 fleeces. All right.
I'd rather hit fleas first, mostly just to take care of our business with the Lord General here on Xantium,
Very
and
well.
then we can hit there next.
Very well. I heard that considering that it's a pirate, there's definitely going to be riches involved.
Well, with any luck, we'll have our own pirate encounter as soon as we exit warp travel.
Very good. And Malika is going to go ahead and end transmission, screw the cap back onto his sword, and I would love to do warp travel rolls.
All right, let's have a look.
5 hexes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so plus 10 awareness to find the Astronomicon because I don't think you guys really care about the estimate for time.
Not particularly now.
Yeah.
This one doesn't really matter. It's going to change back at the end anyway.
Plus 10 awareness.
It's
Alright. Plus 10 navigation warp. Oh, I rolled that one. So what's your target?
Fucking. My target for navigation warp is 81.
And
Is
then you
that
get a
including the
plus 10.
plus 10? So target of 91?
No, 81 with the plus 10. Oh, yeah.
Alright.
So,
So is it a target of 81 or a target of 91? Which would it be?
91 with a plus 20. With the plus 10 because it's 81 because I have fucking plus 13 total
so 91.
because of train.
And then navigation warp with a plus 20.
So it's a plus 30 because that's how talented works instead of just being a plus 30 for some reason.
Damn!
Yeah, I think that we get there pretty fast.
So, I think that is you only need 2 degrees of fail. That's in a quarter of the time. So I'm going to say you get it even faster.
We popped
We
out
go
like
back
a
in
week
time.
earlier.
As it takes
Yeah.
only 10 days to get there.
Damn.
So only 2 warp events.
Oh no, that is 10 days in real space.
Oh,
It's only like,
okay.
what, one event in
Yeah.
warp?
Well, as you're there, it is about 2 days. So one event happens.
It's always one event no matter what.
It
Yeah.
is the
Right.
shortest fucking travel ever with 9 degrees of there.
Oh god.
Does that make Malachi immune if he has Sorcerer's Geller, since it
Yeah.
lasts up to 8 days? Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm going to say you're immune to that. So it's just
1d3.
isn't it called-
It
Well,
holds
the
gives
roll-
Mechansator in order.
Yep.
Well, I'll say Zach roll it because
All right, yeah, Zach, roll it. You decide what was where.
gives me.
Right. Oh. I'm going by
No,
the Discord.
All right, so what do we need to roll?
D100 plus 20 because you did just barely succeed the test. It's an 88.
So 1d100
like a
plus
plus-
20? Okay.
I think it
And I
will
Yep,
think-
and another bonus from your
I
thing.
think you have the
Yeah,
epic Delafield.
yeah, the good Gillif.
Yep.
Let me just
So you
remember
roll
what
it
it
twice and you pick. So
Okay,
The
so I roll
base
it twice.
Gerald.
Alright, do you want to hit a plus 20? Roll twice.
That's-
So do you want nothing to happen? Or
Or
nothing to happen?
nothing to happen.
I'll take nothing to happen.
Are you sure you don't want to
why
take
don't
nothing?
you want nothing to happen?
You know what? You've convinced me. I'll take nothing to happen.
Smart man, smart man.
Alright, Holt gain 50 corruption points.
I didn't mean
Yeah,
to
I
lose
convinced you, so you
Yeah.
take corruption.
That's
The
fair.
Become
The demon's name is
demons.
nothing.
So yeah, you guys move on through. Oh, and then there is one last roll for how close you come over to the planet. Minus 20
what was it?
navigation.
Yep, minus 20 navigation warp is minus 10. Yep, we're good.
Hey, good rolls, man.
We
Yeah,
go
it's
through the
okay.
warp in like a day.
Yeah. Yeah, you cross through, it takes about 2 days your time, about 10 days in real space, which is the fastest fucking journey you've done so far.
the Captain fucking the Winters guy will be like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting my reinforcements already?
Yeah. Go into expecting a journey of like a week and a bit, and you're after 2 days you're translating out. Get a breeze from hell, literally.
So yeah, we're very close to the planet too.
And you pop out about
Uh,
then like 4 days and Felicita.
And
Yep.
the Felicita, what I remember there was something on Kargan's map that was also of interest, which was on Seron, I think.
I accidentally messed up the templates a little bit, but we're back. We're good. Buttons.
Felicita, things are things need to be adjusted.
Yeah,
Is
because
Felicita
I thought
is not-
Felicita was also active in the Forge world, so I need to change
it is
that.
it is the opposite of that.
Oh, lordy.
Did you need time to prep that,
Yeah.
Zach?
Since the planet is not as I thought it was, because I had a bad memory, apparently I will.
Oh my
God.
god.
I need to
I am-
double check what this planet is like.
Are
I
you
am-
kidding me?
I planned a completely different planet.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Wow.
I didn't think to check because I noted it down in my things like, oh, that's the planet. Apparently, no.
You want me to improv it, man? I can do it.
I could as well, but considering it's Holtz's homeworld, I'd rather not.
He wants to put some effort into it.
Yeah, if it was a normal planet, I would, but this is Holtz's place, so I'd rather not completely
how
pull it
it's-
out my ass.
I love how it's just like, oh yeah, no, I'm DMing for like a few hours. We're doing
I
all
would
right. And then-
also. Would it
The
even
moment-
be fucking impossible to make polymorphine in this time? Because it's only 2 days of travel.
Yeah, it takes more than 2 days to make polymorphine. You did too well.
My concern
Yeah.
was going to be like, can I grow the orc horde at all? The answer is no.
Yeah, 2
No.
days. You went too fast. There's not enough time.
Suffering
Sator
from
was very
success
inspired
on
by
the
that
album.
speech that we. Sator was very inspired by that speech we did to the turtle of going fast.
Holtz promised we would go fast, and we went fast.
It's true. It's true. The
Oh,
turtles
uh,
are fast.
Oh, there would also be another thing that Malika would find out about the sword, which would be that during the warp travel, as you're like going around, like probably in your room, you see a flickering image of the pirate appearing from out of the sword. Well done, laddie.
Wait, alright, who's who here? I'm confused.
The one in the ship be the main one, but this be a hologram I made before I died.
Wait, so are you a copy or are you a sentient hologram? I'm confused.
Not sentient, pre-programmed. I just got a lot of pre-programming.
Malachi's like squinting at him, just like, how
He
the
finds
fuck?
the one question that the thing just answers mayonnaise.
I had a lot of spare time on me. A lot of warp travel.
Fair enough then, fair enough.
So, how this is going to work is that the coordinates that you got from the sword leads to a place where we hid some treasures and booty and stuff. You get to there, I'll be giving you the riddles and the clues and all that, and you'll be going through it, and then you'll You'll get me treasures. Didn't trust any of your crew with it. Wanted to wait until I found somebody that was worthy to replace me. But I found you instead.
Malachi just kind of, he gives like that side or that just like smirk. He goes, he's just like, well, at least I'm getting some shit out of it.
No, be enough to split with whatever kind of crew you got.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, I hope you have a fun time when you're there.
What do you care? You're a fucking AI. You're dead.
No, I'm a hologram.
You're
Pre-programmed hologram.
Malachi does text scorn to end it.
You glitch it out and it fades back into the sword.
Yeah. And at that point, also at that time, Lucia actually goes ahead and walks into the room, just like, "Oh, Malachi, I actually finished your little pet project," and she drops off a nice set of armor that Malachi goes ahead and smiles and nods to her, setting the sword aside, and he's just like, this is going to be nice. As it fades to black.
End scene and end of session today.
I think so.
Yes, and next session, Malka is going to appear with new art because of the new arms.
Nah. I thought of that ahead of time.
God damn it.
Okay, but yeah. So are we calling it here?
Yeah, we're gonna call it here to make sure that your world is done justice.
Yep.
So
Also, we need to make sure that we gain XP.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause you guys did that. You managed to go that. You got your turtle. I'll say
total.
900 XP.
It
Oh,
was
nice.
technically over 2 sessions because we also murdered the bugs,
Yeah,
and
that's
we
right.
didn't get anything for
And
that.
keep in mind, next Saturday we are not having a full session. I think you guys are gonna do
What?
something in the background, right?
Yeah,
We're gonna,
I
have
think
a,
this-
we're gonna have a normal session, but it was just
yeah, actually it works. This will
Without
be
Disney.
it actually works. This will be mostly a politics session anyway.
True.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be
Then
dealing with
just
nobles
don't
and stuff.
involve me and
Yeah. Yeah, because Gizmek
Okay.
wouldn't have a lot of fun with it anyway. So
Yeah.
nah,
I
not
don't
really.
need to worry about keeping you busy.
Sounds good. All right. Thank you everyone for dropping by. I hope you had a lovely one. Peace out.
All right. Yeah. Peace.